What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Best Ball Playoff Draft-a-Palooza. We're drafting playoff best ball teams all week long here. Draft-a-Palooza. Special guest with me today to help me draft a bunch of teams, and we're going to do it together. Ray Zanni, Underdog Puppy 2 champion, 200K winner from last year, and we're going to talk about how you did this year. Regrets, all that, as we draft away. But first, got to play the intro song. That's what's up.
Kevin the Geek, bringing analytics through. Live with the homies, yeah, the whole damn crew. We scouting every bracket, every snap, every play. Stacking QBs and receivers, getting paid today. Strategy is locked, watch the ADP drop. Climbing up the ladder, headed strictly to the top. It's the postseason struggle, but we keeping it cool. Taking everyone to school, that's the golden rule. Lock the contest in, let the clock tick down. We the kings of the draft, running this whole town. It's the army tank, public, can you wanna scream? Get your mind right, roll it black, Kevin the Geek. Roll it black, Kevin the Geek. Yeah.
All right. You like that vibe, Ray Zanni?
I'm not gonna lie, Kev. That's actually pretty dope. That song,
Right?
I wasn't expecting that, man.
It's catchy. It's catchy. We made a special one for the playoffs.
I like it.
Switched up the hip hop vibe to like an early 2000s, or kind of like a 2010 millennial hipster vibe
I like it.
for that
I
song.
like it. I wasn't expecting that.
There we go. All right, guys, we're back. We're drafting best ball teams, and I don't. We've been talking strategy all week long, Ray, but I'm curious to hear kind of your take on it. As far as like, do you have any like heavy leans towards who's even going to make the Super Bowl this year? As we kind of break this down and a way to attack these contests.
This is a tough year, Kev. You guys been saying it on every single stream you guys have done. It's wide open. I mean, it's easy to say Buffalo. It's easy to say Philly, but it's anybody's game this year.
You look at some of the odds. Buffalo, okay, plus 500, but the Texans have the same odds as Buffalo, and you're able to get them for a lot cheaper. Jaguars right there. On the AFC, this is as wide open as you're ever going to see. There are literally 5 teams that are legit contending in the AFC for a spot. Very tough. You look at the NFC, it's probably more like 3 teams that are more legitimately contending. But I kind of think that the 49ers have a shot again there. I mean, this plus 1,500, I don't know if I buy it.
It's a good line right there, the plus 1,500 on the Niners. The one thing I've been noticing with these drafts is the Philly teams and the Buffalo teams are way too easy to get to, and it's just they're right there for you in the first, second round. It's hard to detour away from them, and it's one simple thing like the 49ers beating Philly crushes lineups. It's fun this year. It's interesting and fun doing these playoff best balls.
Now, I'll tell you what I've been able to pull off so far in these drafts, and we're going to get started and just go because I want to try to get 3 or 4 drafts in today. But in these drafts, pretty much, if you want a full Eagle, if you get the right starting spot and you want a full Eagle stack with every single relevant player, you can get it, right? Can be done. You can get a full San Francisco stack with every player, no problem. Buffalo, you could pull it off. Usually, if we start very late, I'm definitely gonna try in one of these. I want to try to get a full Buffalo stack, but you'll see the 6 seed often is able to get Allen and James Cook, so you got your Buffalo stack covered.
That's happening on DK a lot. The James Cook, Josh Allen stack.
Yeah, if you have pick 5 or 6, and you take Josh Allen there, a lot of times you're going to get James Cook on the way back, and that's the perfect start for your Bills stack, right? You got your important pieces, and all the rest of the pieces from the Bills, they're available later, so you can fill out an entire Bills stack if you start with Cook and Allen, and you just nail that too, that pairing. This is my first time with pick number 3, so with pick 3, you can almost go a lot of different ways. I could try to pull off another Eagles super stack here, where I just grab Barkley early and then hope that Hurts and AJ Brown are there for me in the next couple rounds from the 3-hole. I can just take Jackson Smith. I can take Josh Allen and hope that James Cook falls far enough to get him on the waybacks as well. But if he doesn't, you're kind of fucked with Josh Allen without James Cook. I don't think that's a great starting stack. We could go, if McCaffrey falls, we could just build another San Francisco. San Francisco, very easy to stack the full team, but you saw before, their odds of actually getting to the show are long.
On Underdog, it's almost impossible to get that Josh Allen, James Cook stack. It's not happening.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, it's not happening. It's very tough to get. And I was doing a couple of these practice ones. Maybe it's the fact that there's the tight end on DraftKings as opposed to Underdog, where you don't draft the tight end. That's what's making it a little different. I don't know. I was doing a couple practice ones. And
where does Allen go on Underdog?
Top 3.
So he goes in the top 3, and then James Cook just goes within
right
that.
after him.
Oh wow! Okay.
A lot of people blocking you on it too. They don't want to see you get it, sniping you right out of the gate. If they see you get Allen, that might be a part of it too.
It could be. I think the best case scenario happens when Allen falls a little bit. But yeah, James Cook, he's got that ADP of 6, and Allen is 3. So you can. This would be a hard spot to pull it off from. Like if I took Allen right now, chances are we're not going to get Cook on the comeback. So then the question is that worth doing? Or I can do something like JSN here, and then just trying to build like a Seattle a separate stack later. Let's do that.
We got 3 seconds. Draft.
Yeah, let's go with it. You
got to kind of guide me through on this first one with these tight ends. I was trying to do it last night, and then this morning get a couple practice ones in, and it's like night and day from Underdog.
It just adds another piece in there. So where the players are going will be a little different. So I've already seen enough to know, for example, that this McCaffrey guy is going to take George Kittle right here if he can.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
He's going to take George Kittle, and then on the comeback, this person can potentially also take another piece from like a Purdy, maybe on the comeback there. So here you go. James Cook goes 1-6, and so now the Allen and Cook. These guys are separated. So let's see what happens here with the Barkley owner. He's probably going to take Hurts or AJ Brown here.
What's our strategy here now that we took Jackson Smith and Jigba? What are we trying to do?
Jackson Smith and Jigba. So we're now banking on Seattle making it to the Super Bowl. All right. We can get all of the rest of the pieces from Seattle much later. So our next move has to be trying to figure out a second stack. And my hope is like a Drake May will get there for me. And I can build my second stack around Drake May. Well, he's gone.
But isn't everybody that drafts Smith the Jigba? This is what I was talking to you about yesterday. Everybody that drafts Smith the Jigba, aren't they just going for that Sam Donald's, Charbonnet, Ken Walker stack? And there's going to be a million teams like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. How do you get when you do that? You can't get past the first round unless you draft a powerful enough first round team. So I'm going to do Jacksonville with this one because I don't have a choice. So I'm going to take ETN there. I had to basically. Now you need to get to the Super Bowl. When you wasted your first pick on a guy who's not playing week 1, how do you survive the first week? And so that will make, even though, yes, we can build a full Darnold stack off of this, and we'll be able to, and we will. The question is, how do I get, what we have to be thinking about is what AFC teams do we want to stack to counterbalance it and to hopefully get us to the big show.
This is what I was talking about yesterday with you when we were going back and forth with the one-off first round. Like, what happens if we took Jalen Hurts right here, started building the backdoor Philly stack, left JSN as the one-off for reinforcements in the second round? We already got Antonine. We build Trevor Lawrence.
The downside would be with the Eagles. The downside would be we can't build a full stack. We can't get AJ Brown and Barkley are gone.
We get 3 guys though from there, and it's enough to fill it.
We could.
We
you want to see how that feels? Let's see here.
Humor me with this.
Let's try with Hurts. All right, so he's in the same. The downside is Hurts is in the same division as Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now we're building a secondary stack that we're not expecting to carry us into the Super Bowl, and we still absolutely need an AFC counterbalance to our NFC attack, or we're not going to get there.
There's two there. We can get a backdoor Jacksonville stack, a backdoor Denver stack, a backdoor Houston stack still around. There's a couple ways we can go.
And that might be, by the way, using Hurts maybe to get us past, help get us past round one with the quarterback help. And then maybe the way here is to then build some of those backdoor, like Denver. Denver's showing up here. We got Sutton and Harvey. But again, Denver's a very dangerous stack to stack on top of a Seattle stack, because now none of those guys are playing in week one. So we have to be aware. With that. I actually think Jacksonville might be the better way to go.
Take Lawrence right there.
Yeah, I think we want to build. Actually, Lawrence, I don't need, because I've got Hurts scoring for me. Let's see. Sutton's no good. It's actually Jacoby Meyer. No.
Lawrence.
All right.
Lawrence. Follow the method to the madness with this backdoor stack that I was telling you about. It doesn't have to be this way, but watch how this pans out.
All right, I'm going with what you're saying here, Ray. I'm getting off the rails a little bit. But
let's get off the rails quick. Okay. First one, right off the rails. Let's do it, Kev. Come on, let's win this shit.
All right, guys. By the way, Ray is absolutely dominated. How many? You said you got like a 35-40% advance rate this year in what was it, 33%?
Again, yeah, like 33, 34%.
Yeah.
I did. I had 66 entrants going into week 16. And I got blown out by Puka Nacua.
Gotta have Puka.
Had to have Puka. I was picking Amron and Nico Collins ahead of him. I had all the other guys. I had Charbonnet. I had Ramondre. I had everybody else.
I was thinking about you when Ramondre was going off, and I was like, man, there's no way you're not smashing right now this week.
I'm tuned into New England, and these Patriot fans again, a little cocky these past couple of days. They're coming out of the rocks they've been hiding under. All right, what are we going to do here?
All right, we're backdooring. I actually like PJ Washington.
I like Parker Washington better myself.
Yeah, I always call him PJ Washington because I'm stupid, and I think of the NBA player instead of Parker. So now, all right, so what are we building here? We've got ETN, Parker Washington, Trevor Lawrence, backdoor, Jacksonville stack. We have one-offs from Eagles and Seattle right now, and we're gonna kind of
let's get one more of them Seattle guys. Let's get Kenneth Walker or Charbonnet. I just don't know how to fit the tight end with this. With what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I mean we'll have to pay attention to Brenton Strange. We're gonna have to pay attention to even one-off tight ends like a Love. There are some one-off tight ends that we can get later, like to get us through week one, but you need more than one. And also Houston backdoor is very open as well.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get Houston backdoor as long as nobody takes it from us. PJ Washington is gonna be real good next year, and nobody realizes it. That guy's a player.
Parker, yeah, he's no joke. It's funny. All the quote unquote best ball bros were pushing Jacoby Myers all season, and actually now I'm going to take him because he's right there.
What about Brenton?
What's that?
What about Brenton Strange? Is he still there?
Yeah, but he's a ways down. We can wait. His ADP is 37, so we should be able to get him on the next one.
Let's take Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, you know what? All right, Kenny Dubs. Let's keep.
So now we got the two guys for reinforcements. We got the Philly guys. We got Antonine to get us through. We just got to find.
Yeah, we'll need to get the tight end shored up. That's Strange is one of them, but the other one will be the tight end from Seattle, a little further down the road here. Let's pay attention to the
strategy. Let's take two tight ends, one tight end. What have you been doing?
I'll take two as long as I'm sure. I need one in the Super Bowl. Remember, everything. The whole strategy here is what does my team look like if it makes it to the Super Bowl? Secondarily, of course, we got to get there. So let's take some players that will help on the journey. But then when you're in the Super Bowl, who's going to help us get there? So as long as we keep eating pieces, by the way, from Seattle, we can actually wait on Sam Darnold.
Where's Woody Mox right now?
Woody Marks is a little bit down the list here. Dalton Schultz. We got Dalton Schultz.
Keep an eye on Woody Marks.
Yeah, I've been getting him quite a bit, actually. I like that call. We got Charbonnet.
Then we can grab one more of the... We took Kenneth Walker, right?
We got Walker, but Charbonnet's available still. But again, he's a second week scorer. We got AJ Barner down here, also available. I'm highlighting him. So I'm just getting our queued up here. All right, we're on the clock.
I like Woody Marks.
I'm going to go to Marks here.
Yep, we're going to build a backdoor Houston stack.
Bam. All right. Woody Marks there. Let me kind of look for other Houston players.
We got our thing, guys. So our two teams we're representing right now out of the AFC are Jacksonville and Houston. And then we got Seattle and Philly on the other side.
So I'll keep looking for players from those teams. Stroud is here, but we have too many quarterbacks.
We
don't need more. AJ Barner will grab Charbonnet. I don't mind as well. And let's see what other. Let me see if I have a full team of players. So week one, we still need another wide receiver that's scoring in week one. We still need another week one flex scoring player. So still have some, let's call it, work to do.
Quentin Johnston's a good one-off.
Johnston can work. Gainwell, Ted McMillan. How about Ted McMillan?
I like Ted McMillan.
Yeah, you know what? We need a week one
I was talking to you about it. It's going to be one of them guys like Chubba Hubbard or someone crazy like that. You're gonna need in the first round.
Yeah, always.
Just to get through.
Look at how Darnold, by the way. It's just something I noticed. Darnold will he's got an ADP of 39 or 40, but some of these drafts, he just falls to the point where you could just get him for free super, super late.
People either jump on him fast or he's there in the last round. There's like no in between, even on underdog. Sometimes I'm like, Sam Donald. Sometimes I'm like, holy crap, this guy just went in like the fourth round, and sometimes he's there till the end.
Yeah.
What about Jaden Higgins? He fits with this team.
Yeah, I've got him highlighted. Let's see.
We got him and Bonner. Yep, we got Higgins.
I think if Darnold keeps sticking around, I'm going to grab him. And we still need AJ Barner as well.
We got to get the tight end. Do we have a tight end?
We have Brenton Strange.
All right, we got Brenton Strange
for week one, but I need we got to supplement that with actually I'd love to get Darnold and Barner. So you know what, I'm going to try to grab Darnold here and then go for Barner on he's gone. All right. So now we're just going to get Barner here.
Take Barner. Our team tells a story right here.
We're going to tell that story in a second, but let's
tell the story.
We have one more pick left. And let me just give a quick glance over here. Hurts from the Eagles. ETN, JSN, Washington Strange. So we got a big Jacksonville stack supplemented with some pieces from Houston. A couple of pieces from Houston. And we have a pretty full Sam. You know what? It would have been better to have Sam Darnold on this team. That would have given us another out in the Super Bowl. So I don't mind
the three quarterbacks on this. We'll try one with one of these other drafts. Right here, I'd like to do something with either Tank Bigsby or Josh Dotson. Or Johan Dotson.
Dotson. Okay.
Dotson or Bigsby. And then look how the team falls together.
You know what? Let's go Bigsby. I think he's a league winner if it works out a certain way. Or a week winner if it works out.
We need the wide receiver, I think. Dotson. Yeah, we should have took Dotson, John.
Dotson is so toast. All right, let's see what we did here. Let's see how this draft board went. All right. So I'm going to make sure everything's visible on screen. Yeah. All right, here we go. So let's see how this actually went, Ray. So again, 3-hole, interesting spot to start the draft from because you're really choosing. Do you take Josh Allen? Barkley? If we took Barkley, that would have been a really interesting start as well. But we went with Jackson Smith and Jigba, so we got a Seattle thing cooking. And the deal with Seattle is they're not playing week one, so how am I going to advance to week two to even get to these guys? All right, that's sort of the question mark. You note here that the Josh Allen guy did not get Cook. The Barkley guy did not even get A.J. Brown. So plans were destroyed. So this guy pivots off to May, Diggs, and doing a beautiful New England stack, which I really like. So we went JSN, and then we're making a
He did
choice
the
between
same thing we did, the one-off Philly guy, and then he came back with a backdoor Bears stack to go with the Patriots.
almost an unnecessary, right? But like it's a way of doing it. So you're hoping like the one-off helps you get past the week. I don't generally. One thing I don't like to do is take two quarterbacks that high because they can't both score for me in week one. I'm only getting scoring from one of them. So let's see if we pulled it off here. So we got JSN, and then we switched to Jacksonville, ETN, Lawrence, Washington. So we got a nice little Jacksonville, and then Strange. Nice little Jacksonville 4-man going right there. Like that a lot. If Jacksonville makes the Super Bowl, this lineup really starts to look good. And if Jacksonville makes the Super Bowl against Seattle, we're looking very good as long as we can get past round one.
Or Philly. We have both of them. Jacksonville or Philly. If they make it, we're stacked with 5 players. That's why we should have took Dotson, so we would have had that Philly wide receiver to go with them because we were covered at running back.
Yeah, because we had the running back.
I just felt like running back with Antonine and Woody Mox, we were covered from the AFC with the running backs if they made it to Philly. So we needed the wide receiver with Dotson to make this one work and tell the story.
Could have worked better. Yeah, it could have worked better. Dotson's just so seldomly used. The reason my head went to Bigsby was because, hey, what if Barkley gets banged up and now Bigsby turns into a super stud that actually, like, I never think of Dotson as anybody who can win you a week. I think of him as more like, if it's a miracle, he just gets you a 15 and holds his position, holds serve, so to speak. Yeah. We would have
had a full stack either way. If the Texans played Philly or Seattle played Jacksonville or the other way around, we would have had a team of 6 guys with Dotson right there.
I think in this one, at this point, we're hoping for Seattle. This one's going to require Seattle, I think. But
we need one Philly wide receiver in there.
On Seattle, let's see what we did here with Seattle. We've got Jackson Smith and Jigba, then Walker, then Barner. So we got a solid 3-man from Seattle. We supplemented it with a couple of pieces from Houston and a couple of pieces from and then I just took a straight, we just took the one off of Ted McMillan, just hoping he has a good week 1 and helps. We needed a wide receiver basically playing in the Jackson Smith and Jigba role for us in week 1 to cover that spot. So
nuts, we would have had Travis Antonine in the running back if it was Philly and Jacksonville.
Yeah, you got ETN there, and full Eagles with Jackson. Yeah, it's all right. So Hurts and the other Eagle, AJ Brown pulls a hammy. Dotson becomes if that happens, right? So these injuries also, I think, how do you win this? In the past, it's been somebody gets hurt during the playoffs, some other backup comes in that no one has because they were drafting playoff best ball teams, right? So that's the interesting part about Jahan is, what if somebody got injured from the Eagles and Jahan all of a sudden becomes a featured piece? But I'm not as convinced that Dotson is even the true WR3 for the Eagles. Like, all of a sudden it'd be someone else. All right.
Did he have a big game in the Super Bowl last year, Dotson?
Did he?
I think he did. I think he scored it. I think he was one of the guys you needed last year in the Super Bowl.
Interesting. All right, let's do another one, Ray. But let's call this one we'll call this one a Jacksonville-Seattle combo. I like to think of each combo that we've built along the way because I'm trying to get as many of the combos. So to me, my strategy is it's all about deep stack combinations. The ultimate goal, Ray, if you want to win the Super Bowl matchup, now getting to the Super Bowl aside, the ultimate goal, pick one. It's my first time. I think it's a Puka.
Lead the way, Kev. The world is yours. The world is yours, my friend.
Yeah, that's a Puka start. So this is a Ram start. People love the Rams. When you start with Puka, you're unlikely to get, Devontae or Stafford, because Devontae and Stafford often go as a combo at the end. So we'll see how that plays itself out. But in my perfect world with Puka, I want one of Devontae or Stafford and then bring it back around with Kyren Williams. So let's see how this goes. But we'll do a Puka start. I don't have many Rams builds, and Rams are.
I had my dot night last night, right? And a couple of guys stayed after. One of the kids got in the gauntlet with me, and he had Puka 1, and he thought he doesn't really do best ball, right? He's like, I'm going to do one of these. I'm going to win it. He took Puka 1, and the kid sniped him on Stafford. he was accusing them of cheating and everything else. I'm like, Stubbs, this is how it goes, man.
Yeah, you're not going to get Stafford.
He couldn't believe it. He was like, I thought I was going to get Stafford and have this. He dibble dabbles here and there, and we were there around 11 o'clock last night doing gauntlets.
Oh, I like that the dart crew. I'm telling you, Ray, I used to throw dart in college. I haven't thrown a dart in 25 years.
You have a welcome invitation, Kev. Anytime you're in Rhode Island,
when I'm in Rhode Island,
Wednesday night,
I'm coming by for darts. Now I got to practice out. I'm not showing up at a professional dart league. 25 years out of practice, that's not happening.
It's far from professional.
They don't even have dartboards at they don't even have dartboards at bars anymore. Too dangerous.
People end up getting into fights, stabbing each other with darts. Somebody will hit somebody walking by.
Too much liability.
I can see that with the boss.
Yeah, dude, we would be tossing darts at each other at the bar. I get why there's no more fucking in the 90s. You'd be tossing darts at other people.
Totally acceptable in the 90s to throw a dart at your friend being funny, or throw it at his bear to try to pin a hole in his bear and hit somebody else. Totally acceptable.
How many times have you seen a dart through a hand? I mean, it's not even that like shocking anymore. All right. Yeah, plastic darts. Plastic darts bounce off the board. They're lame.
Yeah, it's no fun, John.
Yeah, that's not fun. I used to have a plastic dart. I used to have a dartboard in my basement. I made so many holes in the wall. My wife's like, "Get that fucking dartboard out of here!" And that was the end of it.
No more darts.
Yeah, that was the end of it. All right, so Puka goes first overall. Yeah, that's right. Now because of Jackson, I love all darts. All darts. I'm back into it. Jackson got me back on board. Puka goes first. Josh Allen goes second. Whoa. And here we go, Barkley, McCaffrey. So let's see what happens next. If I'm this, so Barkley's taken. A lot of times if I'm in these final two spots, Ray, this is where I was like, if Barkley gets here, I'm like, let me double tap Barkley and Brown and then nail that combination. So with Josh Allen gone, again, James Cook, and just pay attention to how these go. Oh, Crunked Robot, that's what's up. What's up, Crunked Robot? In the chat here with us. So for Crunk, he's got Barkley. He's hoping to get A.J. Brown and then bring it back around with Hurts in the next round and then Devontae Smith after that. And you could build a full Eagles team up unless somebody fucks you at the corner, which this guy just did. Right there. But this is good for us. So with Hurts, man, if somehow, if we can get Devontae and Kyron Williams, Stafford. All right, so there goes Stafford. A.J. Brown goes to the Barkley guy. That's a good start for him. McCaffrey guy should be taking George Kittle here. And then the Josh Allen guy is the wild card. So if he doesn't take George Kittle, I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know if they're in the chats and the thing. What are we trying to do? Take Kyron, right?
We're trying to get Devontae Adams and Kyron Williams if we can. Now, this guy could fuck us, but if he doesn't, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's here.
I don't think that person's here. I just think, that was an obvious pick. So we're gonna take.
We got no Stafford.
They got Stafford already. He's gone.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We have no Stafford.
Yeah, so we got Devontae, and now we have to think about what's the second stack. So we've got the Rams. Are there any other Rams down here? No, right? It'll be a while till we need another Ram player. And now we just need another player. I can go with just Nico Collins and build a secondary.
Nico Collins, and what are we going to do? Just build a bunch of AFC teams to go against the Rams?
Pretty much.
All right, I'm down with that shit.
Yeah, we'll do Nico. Well, what Nico opens up is a late pick of Woody Marks and those guys later in this draft. So and CJ Stroud, all very achievable. But we'll need those quarterbacks because now with the Rams, let's start to look for who the Rams players are of value. After round one, you've got Devontae, Kyron. So Blake Corum is a player mildly of value. Right?
He's a live break, Corum. He played week 18, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's fine. And he'll continue to get lots of work. Blake Corum, and then the tight ends, Tyler Higbee and the other one, they're available late. But that's the only Rams pieces left on the board. Those are the only Rams pieces of any kind of interest, right? Then the tight ends, the tight ends being Higbee and Parker and Colby Parkinson, whatever. So now we've got Nico Collins. which means we can build the rest of that Houston secondary stack in a couple of rounds from now. I'm going to start to kind of find those players. But actually, if like Diggs and Henderson if those two keep dropping, I would grab them, but they won't. They'll be gone. Trevor Lawrence will be gone. We could also consider.
We can mess with Denver.
Yeah, I can. That's right. We could build a secondary Denver stack here. That would be really interesting as well, especially with Nico Collins on there. So now I can, if we were to take like Sutton and RJ Harvey and a double tap.
So what are your thoughts? Like 2 AFC teams right here, like 2 AFC stacks going against like the Rams and maybe a couple one-offs. Is that what you're thinking?
But keeping in mind, yes. But keeping in mind, we will not have Stafford. So for all of any AFC stack that we choose that gets us to the end has to have a quarterback. So I'm thinking if we could do
2 AFC quarterbacks.
Yeah, like if we could do Denver and Houston as our AFC teams and get all of their players or get quarterbacks on those teams. Like right here. All right, we got Sutton and RJ Harvey.
Let's take Bo Nix first before. Oh, we're back to back. Let's take Harvey and Bo Nix, right?
Let me see where Bo Nix goes. No, Bo Nix we can wait. So I think we can wait. I think we're going to go Sutton and Harvey, and we're going to eat the Denver stack. And Bo Nix, because he's down here, I think we can.
How far down is he right there?
He's pick 35, and we're on pick 27 right now. So I think we're kind of safe to wait, especially since we took both of the pieces that are connected to him. I don't think anybody else is building a Denver stack right now because we have all the Denver pieces. Sutton and Harvey.
He's talking about a Mumfield late snack.
What's that?
This guy John in the chat's talking about the Mumfield late Ram stack.
Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, Mumfield and Sons can get on the stack.
That's something for Pat Stafford to grab a guy like that. One of them turd guys. It's going to be one of them in the first round, and everyone's going to say, "I knew it."
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see what everybody else is building in the meantime. So I want to pay attention to like, is anybody else competing with us for Houston or Denver pieces, right? And so far, no, right? So far, this chat is not really going for those guys because we kind of ate the relevant pieces. Higbee, Ramondre. So everybody's kind of competing for.
These guys are all competing against each other right here. There's a lot of spread out Buffalo, New England, Philly stacks going on.
That's what you want. That's what you want. All right, we need to prep our next round here. So we're going to highlight Bo Nix, and I'm going to start looking for Houston players. Here's Parkinson. Corum is somebody we want to keep an eye on.
We got to make sure we get Woody Mox and like Dalton Schultz or something.
Yeah, that combination is huge for us, and they last really long.
Even if we got to overpay, we got to make sure we get them two guys to make this work.
We will. And also CJ Stroud at some point, but paying attention to where they go. Too. Where the fuck is Stroud?
Took him.
I didn't take him.
No, did somebody?
Oh shit!
We're on
Bo Nix. Bo Nix. Okay, we got Bo. Next pick. Strange. No. I think Corum's our next pick. No.
Corum. Take Corum.
Yeah.
As long as you're confident somebody's not going to take Woody Mox on us, it's Corum.
No, I think we can wait on the Marks and Schultz combination. Yeah, they go 50 and 49, so we have a whole nother round for that. Where the hell is CJ Stroud? Did I? Oh no, he's still here. Oh, he's 51. Okay, there we go.
All right,
that's the problem. Marks, Schultz, and Stroud all go, and we won't be able to get all three. Or we're not as likely to be able to get all three. Get Higbee late, and then all right. So I like this approach I've been using lately of highlighting the players and actually setting up the queue. It's much easier.
I always do that in case there's a glitch or something happens or the app shuts down. I always make sure I got a couple guys in the queue.
Yeah. No. Oh shit. We don't have any tight ends either. So, Schultz is a must.
Yeah, Schultz is definitely a must.
And Parkinson as well, but Schultz even more so.
We gotta get them. We gotta get them three guys right there.
I'm not sure we're gonna pull them all off because I think Stroud is going to be the tougher one. But if we get Schultz and Marks, and we have Sutton and Collins, I don't think anybody's going to want to take Stroud. So that's why I think that'll demotivate anybody, and it might allow Stroud to drop an extra round to us. I also like Troy Franklin.
I like Troy Franklin. We can take Stroud and Schultz, and then see what happens. We're up right now. I did a Houston stack the other night, and I got sniped on Woody Mox. Last round, I ended up taking Nick Chubb. See what happens.
Yeah. Do you think we can risk it for the biscuit here and not take Stroud and wait one more round?
We need Stroud.
We have Bo Nix. We have Bo Nix. Fuck Stroud. You know what?
Woody Mox.
Yeah, we have Nix. So we already have the Denver side of it built. So now we got, if we can get Stroud on the next run.
But we got no quarterback in the first round right now.
Oh no. Oh, that's why we needed him. Oops. Let's see what other quarterbacks are. Oh, Caleb's still available.
We can do stuff.
Yeah,
this thing's alive. We can even do Bryce Young if we want to get out of that first round.
Yeah. But I love this. If we can get to the next round here by some miracle with Franklin and Stroud, bam, we'll now beef up the we're beefing up the Denver stack and also beefing up our CJ Stroud, our Houston stack.
How far are we away?
We're far. It's going to be a minute. So we're pick. Did he go? Yeah. Fuck. We're pick 60 and 61. Yeah, they got him.
All right. What about if we just what quarterbacks left?
First of all, let's curse out this person who has no pieces whatsoever from Houston.
You should have Caleb right there. Is Caleb?
Yeah.
Oh no,
Caleb's gone too. All right. So now we need a first round quarterback. All right. So now we need emergency quarterback. Well, Herbert's here. Jolo, I like him. So a couple of decent quarterback targets.
Herbert.
Worst case scenario, I guess, is Bryce Young.
We got Corum. Who are our running backs on this?
We have Corum. We've got RJ Harvey, and now we have Woody Marks. So we've covered all the running backs.
Corum and him. We gotta get another running back. Is Omari in Hampton still there?
He is. Oh, Charbonnet's still available too. But wait, first things first.
But we need a guy.
We need a quarterback. Jolo or Herbert?
Is Omari in Hampton still there?
No, gone.
Oh, shit. I say Herbert and Quentin Johnston.
Combo up for a mini.
Watch out with that, John. These Patriot fans are getting very cocky around here. They're just going to blow out San Diego.
QJ?
Yeah.
Little skinny stack? All right.
Yeah, a little skinny stack. Just something to back us up. You never know. Are we out of plays?
We have one more pick left. And now let's just do a quick scan of this team that we built here. Denver, couple of pieces from the Rams. We've got Denver and Houston stacks with RBs and no quarterback. So Denver is the only quarterback that we have.
We really needed Stroud with that pick.
Yeah, you're right. I should have taken Stroud there. I took a stupid risk and it burned. Needed Stroud.
You can. That's why I say sometimes the ADPs are fictional, Kev. Sometimes you got to overpay in these things, whether like it or not. There's no bargain shopping in these.
Yeah, or you take chances. You take a risk and you destroy your whole. Destroy your whole team. So maybe let's try to squeeze one more piece.
Sometimes you got to overpay whether you like it or not.
Yeah, Jordan Love's still floating around. Get another quarterback going, but we don't have any pieces from that team, so that's just.
We need like another strong running back, like somebody that could like break the slate.
You know what? Here's another way to go.
Second round.
Let's see who's the running back.
If we take like Rico Dodwell, don't forget we got reinforcements coming with Denver in the second round.
Rico just for the round one, but I just had this thought that where was it? We could just add Evan Ingram to the Denver stack and just make it complete. That might be the way to go.
Ingram's not a bad pick. I was telling you the other day, he's another one of them guys that can be the one that gets it.
Yeah, he's saying it right. You build a super team, but then you still need to get there. But if you get there, if you get to the Super Bowl with the heavier amounts of the two teams that are in the only way you win the Super Bowl matchup is to get there with more pieces from that game than the other 500 people who get there. So keep that in mind as we're drafting these, Ray. Let's stay and take a look at what we did here. I've not been well, Adrian, I appreciate the chat, and I want you guys to be here, and I want you guys drafting effectively alongside me. I'm not sure that it's the best idea, or that I'm dying to have people from our chat being directly in the same drafts, because we're competing with one another, and so it makes it weird. So I'm not going to encourage it. I'm not going to say not to do it. I'm just not going to encourage that per se. But all right, so let's take a look at the team we just built, Ray. Let's see what the hell we did here. So we start with the number 1 pick, and it's like, hey, let's build the Rams. All right, Puka's there. You get Devontae, but Kyron, this guy before us, kind of stopped it a little bit with the Kyron pick. So that was unfortunate, because had we got Puka, Devontae, Kyron, that's a really beautiful start, a better start than what we had. So we pivot over to Nico Collins, and then Cortland Sutton. So a couple of different pieces from, and then we brought it around with Sutton and RJ Harvey. So start looking at maybe it's Denver and not Houston. The way this one is built, I believe we need Denver. This is a Denver Rams Super Bowl
We need Denver.
pick. What's that?
No, we need Denver in this one.
Yeah, this
I really
is a
wish
Denver,
we got
which, by the way, I'm
CJ
cool with.
Stroud.
I'm fine with it.
I'm cool with it.
I'm fine with that. But when you build a Denver team, you got to have enough pieces. That's where Collins and some of these Texans pieces come in. When you build around Denver, we need enough pieces from non-bye week teams to get past round 1. So that's where we got the mini Houston stack going, right? But very much this team requires Denver to get there in order for it to be relevant. We did a little mini stack here. We've got a mini stack with Houston, Schultz, Marks, and Nico. Yeah, would have been nice to have Stroud as well. I agree with that one. Then we did a little mini stack with Herbert and Quentin Johnston. And then we filled out the Denver stack with Ingram. So Denver, it's Bo Nix. We didn't get Franklin. He went. But we got Bo Nix, RJ Harvey, Cortland Sutton, Evan Ingram.
If somehow San Diego and Houston gets out of the first round, this team's sitting kind of pretty, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Which one?
If San Diego and Houston can get out of the first round and the Rams get out of the first round, this team isn't looking that bad in the second round.
Yeah. No, this has a real chance. This
has a little swag to it. I can see the picture now.
Yeah. You just have to look at, by the way, and this is a game. It's very different, I think, than full season best ball, where you're kind of like, hey, I got my guys, I want to keep getting them and mix up some other spots. This is what this reminds me of, is the way that we attack in DFS, the way that we attack baseball contests, where it's much more about the team than it is the individual player. So with DFS MLB, what you're doing is effectively saying, I'm trying to find the 2 teams tonight that score 10 runs, or their offenses go off for 10 or 12. If you think about an average slate of baseball, looking at the totality of all the games, there's usually a couple of teams that go crazy for a 10 plus, a double-digit run total. So when you're attacking baseball DFS, that really is like, I'm just going to keep stacking different combinations of all of these teams, and hopefully at least a few of the ones that I've stacked up will land on heavy stacks of the 2 teams that score 12 runs, because a team scoring 12 runs is naturally going to lift every single player in it above their average expectation. In the case of this, in the case of best ball playoffs, the major factor is understanding that when you get to the Super Bowl, we're not in this to come in 50th place, and we're not in this to come in 300th place. That's not enough money to matter, and it's certainly not.
We're not here to win $5.
Yeah, I mean, I can get past round 1. I think actually I looked at this, and I could probably build 100 teams that will all get past round 1 very easily, and you'll make $1.50. Actually, that could be an interesting strategy for someone just playing this for cash, and just like, hey, let me get past round 1, and I'll turn my $3 into $4.50, whatever. But
like a cash game, 150 lineups, and all 3 of them mittens or all these.
That's right. You play them all cash games. There's a way of doing that. But so that would be think about that strategy. Now we flip it on its head. You are not winning the Super Bowl matchup because you're in there with 500 other teams that all have some form of the 2 teams in the Super Bowl. So and they're all going to have the same players. Having Puka isn't going to help me. Every single other lineup in the Super Bowl has Puka, all of them. So his scoring is not going to even lift me up one spot ahead of anyone. It just keeps you level. The thing that lifts you up is the Jahan Dotson that no one else has. The Brenton, so first having the most players from the two teams that make the Super Bowl, because that's how you accidentally have Jaden Higgins or some, tertiary player or Blake Corum or some player that not everybody else has in that game, Tank Bigsby style, if it's the Eagles. All right, we're pick number 5, so let's see what the hell's going on here. Barkley, McCaffrey, Puka. Interesting. Let's see what this guy does. So we can either consider. I kind of like, I haven't built a Patriot stack. Are you a Patriots fan, Ray Zanni?
I'm from New England. I'm a Bengals fan. I'm from Rhode Island, though. I'm in Patriot Company. I'm a born and raised Bengals fan.
That's right. I remember that. I do remember that now. All right, so he took. I think fuck it, dude.
Let's do Drake May. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm getting a little nervous about the Patriots. All the fans are coming out of their rocks they've been hiding under for the last 7 years. They think Tom Brady's coming through the door. They're very confident all of a sudden around here over the San Diego game.
They should be.
Game last night, the guys came in their old Patriot jackets. They
should be confident.
They're very happy right now.
All right, so pick number 2. So when you do a Patriot stack, you can't really. We gotta wait. We gotta wait a full round. So we need to go and switch it up for an NFC. Maybe JSN here.
JSN, that's a steal right there.
Yeah, let's go JSN there. So we're gonna build a Patriots up front with a backdoor to Seattle potentially here.
You like Chicago?
What's that?
Do you like the Bears?
I do. I do think. Do I think the Bears are Super Bowl bound this year? No. I think they're an overachieving team. I don't think they go all the way. Yeah, but I do like what they're putting together over there.
They're one of them weird teams I got a feeling about this year. Like if you had to say who's your dark horse team that's going to make it, I would say the Bears.
From the NFC, yeah. I mean, it could be. I think they're. I told Bobby Wow, he's a big Bears fan. I kind of said, I think they're a little too young of a team. They still have like a year of seasoning that they need. I'm not convinced that their pass catching group has brought it all together yet. I'm not convinced that Caleb is clutch, but I think Ben Johnson is an incredible coach, and I think he's a gem. And they really hit a nail on the head with that guy.
Biggest DFS thing ever would be DJ Moore or Roma Dunze goes for 40, and that's the guy you need.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
that'd be the biggest DFS thing ever. DJ Moore hits a 40 burger in the first round of the playoffs.
That could definitely happen. All right, so this guy, Daddy Mass, took Trevion Henderson and kind of, put a little damper on the Drake May stack here, but we're going to keep it going. Oh, that's an early Trevor Lawrence grab.
Right here, do we overpay for Ramondre Stevenson? Where does he go in these things? Is this one of the things where we need to get him because we're doing the Patriots?
No, I think we're taking Diggs here, and Ramondre is way down.
If we lose Ramondre, we lost our stack. If we lose Diggs, we still have life. We're taking Hunter Henry, Kayshon Boutte, Kyle Williams.
But I mean, we'll be able to get him. We're going to go Diggs and Ramondre right there. So we'll be able to. We'll early grab Ramondre as well and make sure
Diggs is playing, right? Diggs is he's
yeah. I mean, Diggs is fine. He's strangling.
The other guy might be in trouble. The other guy that got in trouble with the Patriots. That's what they're saying. Was as bad as the Diggs thing.
Rashid Rice has got some issues right now.
No, he's in big trouble. Rashid Rice.
Yeah.
Is Ramondre there?
Yeah, we got him.
Oh, we got Ramondre. Are we on the clock? We're not on the clock, right?
No, we just double picked Diggs and Ramondre. So we're now a heavy New England stack here. May, Stevenson, Diggs so far. Let's think about Hunter Henry is another piece from that team. We'll see if he lasts. I don't think he will.
What are we going to do with the NFC side with this? Seattle and what other team?
We're going to have to add another team in there. Normally what I try to do here, if we're going to do Seattle.
Seattle, Chicago, Panthers.
Oh, yeah, Chicago could be an interesting way. Or the Packers. like one of those maybe. Like those teams are available late. So we need if we're gonna have Jackson Smith and Jigbo, we'll build a very, very late backdoor Seattle stack.
Throw the Bears in there. DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, we can get some Bears players in there. There goes Hunter Henry. So let's start looking at players from the Bears. We got Swift.
The receivers, we can just let one fall to us later on. We got to pull off either Kenneth Walker or Zach Charbonnet in this thing somehow.
Yeah, I'm highlighting all these guys. Here's Loveland, Burden. So we can kind of like keep an eye on those guys. Charbonnet's way late, pick 45, so we have a lot of time. There's Caleb at 47. Yeah. All right. So
where is DJ Moore? He's on the Loveland on here?
Yeah, he's way down the list. So our next pick, I think, if I'm looking at the ADPs Swift. Here, we can go Swift and Walker with our next double tap and start to build that Chicago.
I like it.
Yeah, I like this. Chicago, Seattle.
Yep.
Now
Swift
Chicago, Swift, and then Chicago, I got Kenny Walker here waiting. Right? With Drake May.
You want to go Colston right here and then just get Charbonnet on the way back. This tight end thing's like screwing with me. Let's take Loveland.
Yeah, Loveland's number 41. We're at 32. I won't get Walker on the way back. Either we get him now or we ain't getting him.
Yeah, we can get Charbonnet on the way back. Right?
That is true.
Walker.
Yeah, we can get go Walker here. Yeah, and then 41. Walker. All right. Walker or Loveland? Yeah, Walker?
Walker.
All right.
What did we just take?
We didn't take anyone. Swift was the last pick.
All right, Walker.
All right, so we've got Walker here. So I've got Burden, Loveland, Charbonnet, and Caleb highlighted. Who was the other team that we're going to consider here on the back door? Oh, more pieces also from Seattle. So, and New England. New England, we lost out on Hunter Henry. Keyshawn Booty's got to be here somewhere. Yeah, he's so bootylicious. We're going to highlight him as well. So for the New England side, we've got Drake May, Ramondre, and Diggs so far. Then we've got JSN and Walker on the back door, Swift as well. So we want to bolster the Chicago back door a little bit here with Loveland, get a tight end in place.
That's our next pick, Loveland. We need him.
Yeah, and then we've got Charbonnet waiting in the wings, and potentially Caleb. So we'll have built like a nice little.
I say we go Caleb Loveland, or Loveland Caleb.
Yeah. So if it gets to us and Loveland is still available, that's what we're going to do. But now I see a couple other people building some. Let me see other tight ends. We got Barner here. We have
keep Schultz on there too. We can do a backdoor Houston stack and then have like a Philly. I have a Seattle, Chicago, Patriots, Houston thing going on.
Yeah, I'm highlighting some of these other tight ends just in case. But I would like, it's looking more questionable if Loveland will get there. Oh yeah, we got him.
We got him. Right. Perfect. Word. Let's go.
All right, there we go. Loveland, and then next we actually going to get Caleb and complete that Chicago secondary stack. And then
we got the two guys for Seattle, so we're covered if the Patriots play Seattle. We'll have a full roster. We're covered if Chicago. Now we got to try finding like a little AFC thing going on.
Yeah. So
Marks still there?
Marks and Schultz are still there. We still got Booty that we can get on the next round as well.
So hear me out. If we take Woody Marks and Jalen Higgins, right, or Woody Marks and Dalton Schultz, we're covered if like Chicago plays Houston pretty much.
Let me see if we have.
Now we're covered if the Patriots play Seattle. We're covered if Seattle plays. We're not covered if Seattle plays Houston because we won't have a quarterback. But we're covered.
Woody Marks is gone anyway.
Woody Marks is gone.
He's gone. So he's gone. Blake Horn hanging around. Hampton, Pearsall, Dalton Schultz probably going to be gone here. So I think we don't have any pieces from Houston. I think I'm going to remove Houston from consideration. Let's see here. We got Chicago, Seattle, and New England working.
Or we just take another New England guy and then we just load up on NFC teams.
Booty just went. So kind of the last of the New England pieces of relevance kind of went.
What's Pop Douglas been doing? Anything?
he's usable, but he'll be available in the very last
Yeah,
round.
he's in the last round.
I don't mind that as a last round guy, but yeah, my whole. So right now we got AJ Barner sitting there, and we probably should grab him because that gives us that tight end for Seattle. If this goes the Seattle way, like New England, Seattle, and we already have Loveland scoring in round 1, so that's covered. Walker in round 1.
We can even throw a small crazy San Francisco stack in this and just be all in on Patriots and do like Ricky Pearsall and like Brian Robinson.
You know what? I'm worried that Pearsall is actually even going to play at all. Oh, there goes Barner. Fuck. I'm worried that Pearsall is going to play. I'm actually not confident that he'll even play at all. So there's DJ Moore. You know what? How about DJ Moore to keep beefing up Chicago?
I'm down for DJ Moore.
What's that?
I'm down for DJ Moore.
Yeah. I think, all right, I'm going to put DJ Moore in there. And then that's Chicago. Fine. Then what other teams? Seattle. I'm looking at Seattle. I'm looking at New England and Chicago. Seattle. Oh, there's Rome Odunze.
So with an example like this, right? If we picked, like, throwing them out there, Rico Dodwell and Ted McMillan, we got a full Patriots team against 3 NFC teams. If the Patriots make it, we're just all in on the Patriots. And we have a full team against 3 NFC teams.
That's what you want. You want to build as heavy. Basically, we want to go as heavy. Like, one of these stacks needs to get there. When you're building this, we can't account in every single lineup for everything. So let's see what we got here, because I'm now a little bit lost on our draft board. All right, Drake May, Jackson Smith and Jigba got the stud from Seattle, not playing round 1. Drake May with Diggs, Ramondre. So we got a 3-man.
So we got 3 guys from the Patriots.
Yeah, 3-man. We've got 1 piece from Seattle, 2 pieces from Seattle.
So that'll give us 5 guys if they play Seattle. We'll have a full team. If they play the Bears, we're going to have 6 guys.
Yeah, if the Bears get there, we got Caleb, Moore, Odunze, and Swift.
Yep, and this team's already assuming the Patriots go to the Super Bowl. So we'll have 6 guys if that happens.
That's golden. Yeah. Plus, all these guys are playing in round 1, and we have the secondary Seattle thing going on in case, for like round 2. So let me see. Is Sam Darnold still on the board? No. See, this is a random one where Darnold went early. So, you never know what's going to happen. Let's see what we got. Omarion Hampton, Monungai, still available. Another piece from Chicago if we want.
Tough one.
Dowdle's down there, but again, we have nothing to do with Carolina.
Yeah, we have no St. Louis. We have no LA Rams on here.
Yeah, we don't want him. Pearsall also, I'm not convinced he's going to play.
Like right here, you could even do a thing like Jaden Reed and Emmanuel Wilson if Josh Jacobs don't play. The 2 guys from Carolina. Or we take Pop Douglas and somebody else.
I think it's Pop Douglas here. I think we get that extra piece from New England. We keep on track with what we're doing. And let me just look and see if there are any tight ends tied to our teams. Not really. So, I think it's Pop Douglas here. And then we'll have 1 more pick. And maybe for that last pick, I can even see like Monungai and just beefing up that Chicago stack. Let's see. Chuba, no. Dowdle, maybe. Why is Dowdle going after Chuba? That's fucking weird.
Another dog. Dodwell's like 15 ADP spots ahead of him.
Oh, he says Hooper as a New England piece at the end.
There you go, Ryan. Yeah. Let's try it. Put the balls on the table. I like it.
Fuck it, right? Yeah.
YOLO.
I love that. Good. And I like that. Yeah, the fucking chat is helping out. Austin Hooper. Let's build it with the guy that no one else has. I love that last pick. By the way, this carries over, Ray, from regular best ball, where your last pick really needs to not be, the next man up on ADP. Like, who's that helping? You get this opportunity at the very end to just take a random player that could pop off for one of your stacks. So you might as well dive down.
Look at Cole Kmet sitting there, all lonely down there at 136.
He could have worked as well. We don't have any more picks left, but that could have worked as well. Cole Kmet, as we did the DFS breakdown for this weekend, 90% of the snaps last week, and people are just fully forgetting about him. Let's see how this draft went.
He had 90% of the snaps last week?
Yeah, partially, though, because Rome Odunze has been hurt. I think with Odunze coming back, that we should not expect that same amount of.
Did he have any catches? What
He had a couple of receptions, but it was Colston Loveland that wound up
he blew
with
up.
like a 35% target share.
All right, so it wasn't like he had like 6 catches for 80 yards and just got outshined by Loveland. I missed that, right?
No. Loveland is clearly the guy they're trying to target, but he's that second guy who's out there, and he'll get a touchdown from that role for sure.
One of the guys in the chat was in this draft too.
Let's see who was in the chat. Really? Was there
somebody? He was.
I don't know which guy was in the chat, as they don't have a DFS on the avatar.
John Marchese.
John Marchese's in here? No.
He said he was.
No, I know his
He wrote, "I'm in this draft, LOL."
I thought wait. I know John's DraftKings guy ID, and it's none of these. I don't know. Maybe it was the last one. But I think he was drafting simultaneous to us, but not the same one. But yeah, no, I don't think we had anybody in the chat in this one. So this guy's avatar is interesting though. Rex Thunder. So, all right. We start off with May. We got May. Let's look at our New England stack. May, Diggs, Ramondre, Walker, no Charbonnet. Not Charbonnet. No wait.
Trevion.
Yeah, no Trevion Henderson. So we got Ramondre, we got the other guy. All right, fine. Then we have a secondary Seattle going with JSN and Walker. So what don't we have? What I was hoping was to get AJ Barner, and then we could have had a complete Patriots. Well, we ended up completing with Hooper, but like we could have a full team if it happens to be Patriots versus Seattle. We needed one more piece for that. So we started to pivot here to the Bears with Loveland, and we build a full Bear stack here. Loveland, Caleb, Moore, Odunze. Bam, that is as full as you're going to get with Swift. So we have a full. If Bears get there against New England, this lineup looks unbelievable, and we have extra pieces.
Even if somehow the Bears get there not against New England, we're going to have 5 Bears.
Yeah, we almost have a full team anyway. By the way, if you have 5 players from the team that gets to the Super Bowl, oh, there's Bobby Wow. What's up, Bobby Wow? Where is he? Get in there. Hold on. Let me switch the media. Bobby Wow's joining us. Yeah, there it is. See,
I heard someone drafted my Bears. I had to hop in, guys. What's up?
Yeah, there it is. I love it.
I'm excited.
We did a Bears draft. Hang on. Let me deal with the where's Brady? Let me deal with the
I got it. I'll fix it. You keep going.
All right, Brady. Yeah, help us out. So Bobby Wow's here. Ray Zanni's here. I'm here. We're gonna keep Draft-a-Palooza going for hour number 2. Ray, stick around. Let's do this together.
I'm here. I'm in.
We're keeping Draft-a-Palooza going, even though it says NBA DFS at the bottom.
This is actually exciting. I'm down for this. Let's win this thing, fellas.
Yeah, let's go. We're gonna keep it going.
No intro music. We're drafting Bears here. Let's fucking rock.
Now, Bobby, this last draft, all Bears.
All Bears.
We got a Bears New England combo that worked out. And by the way, Ray, you were correct. Building a Bears lineup, very easy, and you don't have to do it early. So, and again, reminder as well, the Bears have just they're they're lower on this list now. So we want to focus, but we got Seattle in there as well. So we got the highest and then this one. But we want to try to focus Rams, Seattle, Eagles are your primary AFC teams with a slighter nod to Bears, Packers, and 49ers. And then on the AFC, it's just wide open as can be with 5 absolute possibilities and outside chances. I would even give the Chargers. I don't give the Steelers much of a chance.
Never say never with Aaron Rodgers. That's what I've learned. But
Nah.
yeah, I agree. It's man, that would be something.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers, though, for real. Hate that guy. Actually, I like Aaron Rodgers. Even he came to the Jets. He wasn't good. I don't blame him. If you hated players that came to the Jets and sucked, you would hate everybody.
Yeah.
The Jets are a place where you go to suck, and then you leave to get better. That's how it is. All right, let's do another draft. Let's go. 3-man crew. I need 3 brains are better than 2. Bam. Let's go. Let's go.
I was soaking all this up, watching you guys. It's been great so far. It's been fantastic.
Hopefully you're drafting alongside of us. and getting some teams, just volume. Oh, the Nuts is in here with us. Let's go, the Nuts. He's pick 1. So we got pick number 2, gents. Pick number 2. Remember, pick number 2, right? McCaffrey is who most people take. Josh Allen's available. Jackson Smith-Njigba is available. Or you can get really crazy and kind of jump the gun for a Barkley or Drake May. So those are the opportunities from the 2-hole. So what do you guys say?
What do you think, Ray? Let's hear it.
I wanted to sit back and watch these 2 draft this week because I'm still confused about this tight end thing on DraftKings. If we're gonna do it, you know me, I like to get different on these things. I don't know if anybody pays attention to that. The whole world's taking Puka Nacua, Christian McCaffrey, or Josh Allen. That's top 2. We start off with the one-off Barkley, Drake May. We have 2 different guys coming back on the way back, and we just let the draft come to us and figure it out from there, right?
I think
We got 3 guys.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I love. Yes.
I think we can wing this and we can pull it together at the end. No matter who we pick here, I think we can pull it together at the end.
Let's try for. I think let's go. We just did a Drake May one, and I really liked the way it felt. I'd like to do another New England draft here, so I say let's jump the gun here for Dreezy and see if we can somehow get it back to us. Keeping in mind, I see 2 people from our chat that are in this draft with us. We have the Nuts, sitting at pick number 1, and we've got G-Funk. Ain't nothing but a G. Wait, no, G-Funk. It's the G-Funk era, thugged out with the gangster twist. G-Funk is in here. He's thugged out with the gangster twist.
Let's take May and give these guys a show. We'll pull it together at the end.
All right, let's go. What? The whole field's gonna be like, excuse me? What? Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's give these guys a show. You got 3 guys on here. It's Draft-A-Palooza. Let's do it.
I love this. Now, just kind of a floater question for you guys. When you're doing these drafts and kind of even looking back at the history of the playoffs recently, how much does the newness factor or like the youth, the rookie factor play into how you draft your best ball drafts? Because obviously Drake May, rookie quarterback, much more poised than a typical rookie looks, or not rookie, it's a second year, right? But much more poised than like a typical second year guy will look. But again, very, very youthful, inexperienced guy with a brand new coach. Does that factor in at all as you're drafting?
I mean, you can only factor it in so much. Really, the only thing I'm factoring in here is can they get to the Super Bowl or not? I don't care about.
And I guess that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Does youth hinder that in your eyes? Does it kind of decrease the odds?
Yes, but I think I've seen enough out of. So it's a messed up thing to say, but I've seen more out of Drake May that tells me he has that ability to navigate all the way to a Super Bowl relative to like a Caleb, who I think needs another year of seasoning based on the happy feet and some of the other things I've seen this year. But none of that means anything. The playoffs are a new season. Everything refreshes. And so none of that really matters at all. It's just, if you're asking me like predictably or from a prediction perspective, how do I think it looks right now? I would have said, yes, I think Drake looks like he's poised enough to get all the way to the big show. Reminds me of Pat Mahomes year 2. Caleb feels like a guy who I'm watching improve every single week still, but hasn't hit. Whoa, McCaffrey's still here. The hell?
Yeah,
This is one of the times ADP matters.
I kind of like it. I like taking CMC.
Yeah, I'm doing it. And then we'll grab Diggs and Henderson on the comeback because this draft went weird. Stafford and Williams are available for the Puka guy?
Wait, what about George Kittle here?
Oh, my God.
We can always get Mondre, Pop Douglas, Hunter Henry, all them guys coming back.
Yeah, you know what? YOLO, let's do it. This is a different way. This is a very different San Francisco build than I've seen.
We can still find Henry. We can still find Booty. We can still find Pop Douglas. We can fill this Patriots stack out at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've already seen Trevion Henderson.
That was too good of a price for McCaffrey and Kittle to let it pass by.
Yeah, I would agree. Normally, you have to pay first and second round picks. We paid a second and a third round pick for that combo.
I'm one of them guys that say ADP is fictional, but in that circumstance, it really wasn't.
Yeah. So let me start highlighting some of these names here. So we've now built a backdoor San Francisco stack to our New England start. So now I got to take a look at some San Francisco players as well. Let's start to highlight Juwan Jennings, Ramondre. We've got Brock Purdy, Hunter Henry, Trevion, and Diggs. And then, of course, Pop Douglas is, it's the last pick in the draft kind of guy. So we don't have to worry about him all that early. Let's see, anybody else? Anybody? I'm just trying to get any names associated with these two teams.
Where are we at in the draft here? Can you see on your end? Okay, we got some time.
Yeah, we've got a few picks left. Let's take a look at the overall board. We have a lot of people in this draft. Somebody else mentioned that they're in here as well from the chat. So we're going to do a full analysis of this at the end.
The nuts getting Puka, Stafford, and Kyron almost looks like collusion. That was so lucky.
It's rare, but I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen before. I've gotten that combination. What I haven't seen is like if somehow Adams got there. I like Puka, Adams, Stafford. I think is more dangerous than Puka, Stafford, Kyron. All right, so let's see what everybody's doing. G-Funk, by the way, he fully. I said. Beast mode slots. I don't know which one he is, but he's in here as well in one of these. I can't recognize the name to the person. But all right, we still have Diggs, Henry, Purdy, Ramondre, Jennings, all available to us.
We're playing with house money here. We can even take Denver guys and start going after 49ers.
Dude, we got to take Stephon Diggs here. He's ranked 17. We're at pick 23. Or Hunter Henry. Which one, Diggs or Henry? We'll get them both.
Give me Henry.
Henry over Diggs. All right, let's start with Henry.
Because you're already buying high on Diggs at 16. Now we've made it to 23, so it's a little more acceptable, but he might still be there. Yeah, there you go.
We get him on the comeback. Ramondre is 26.
You probably don't need Purdy, right? We got our Super Bowl quarterback.
We need Ramondre, right?
We need Ramondre. This is one of them times, Kev, like we were talking about earlier. Got to pay up.
Yeah, we're taking Ramondre.
We got the bargain price on McCaffrey. Now we got to pay more for Stevenson.
Yeah, we had to because you need May, Ramondre, Henry, that combo with McCaffrey and Kittle. And now we could build some other NFC combos as well later on. Like with this combo, we don't even have to definitely have the 49ers all the way to the Super Bowl, but we want to build a team that would require the Patriots to get to the Super Bowl. So we got May, Henry, Stevenson, that 3-pack, and tight end and running back covered. So we can, with our other teams, get heavy with wide receivers and have a few different combinations.
That's where the Bears come into play. You get them cheap wide receivers that can break a slate here or there.
All right, let me start to peel off also Booty.
Or even just pray we get through the first round, start building a backdoor Seattle stack with like Kenneth Walker and God forbid say Raheed Shaheed or something.
I know it's not your style too, but you could even take Purdy if he's available and then start building some skinny stacks with an AFC and an NFC team. Then you've got 2 QBs, you got 2 shots.
I mean, if he keeps
at the dance,
it's going to be hard to say no to him.
There you go. Okay, good. They made a decision for you.
That took it away. All right, so next, this is going to be an interesting one here. We need wide receivers.
We need a wide receiver pretty badly.
We need wide receivers that are playing this week.
But we don't have to jump necessarily yet. I would say who'd you have available there?
Burden, Brian Thomas Jr., McConkey, Metcalf, or Booty's way down the list? I think Burden.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have jumped to wide receiver just yet. I know we needed it, but
we could have kept
some pretty big names there with Harvey and Swift.
So we can do it. We can do a backdoor Denver stack right here. We got the Chicago guys, have the Chicago San Fran Patriot thing going on, and just take.
Do we want to abandon heavy San Francisco and New England though?
Because that's the only problem is you got your quarterback from New England. So you take an AFC team, you know that team's dead after they're not getting the Super Bowl, and we don't have a quarterback for them unless you're going to take Bo Nix if he's still up.
I'm just seeing RJ Harvey sitting here like, what the fuck are we doing?
We do at Houston when just play Patriots in Houston against the Bears in Seattle.
I don't mind Harvey because Patriots Denver will play in the AFC Championship game, right? If they got that far.
Could be, but we got to get there. and that means we need some more pieces. What happened to Juwan Jennings? He went. All right, so we'll need Keyshawn Boutte for sure. We're just light on wide receivers right now. We don't have any wide receivers. A lot of running backs, Stevenson, Harvey, and McCaffrey. So at this point, we have to go heavy wide receiver almost for the rest of this. There's Boutte for sure, right? Wouldn't mind even grabbing like a McConkey. McConkey's playing against the Patriots, so actually I don't want anything to do with them. Brian Thomas Jr. could be okay.
That's not bad if we take a Denver guy. Like take like Troy Franklin or Evan Ingram at the end of the draft. We take McConkey because if the Patriots make it, we're gonna have reinforcements coming with the Denver guys.
The problem with the Denver guy is we're not getting to round 2 without wide receivers in round 1.
No, if we take the one off McConkey or the one off Quentin Johnson or something.
Maybe even DK Metcalf?
Or one off DK.
Johnston could be a 0, or Johnston. Just the problem with Johnston is I don't think he's scoring very well.
I go if of this trio, I like Ladd the most. DK, he's gonna have Stingley in round 1.
Yeah, you know what, YOLO.
Ladd.
He is going up against. We could only get one game out of him though. He's going up against our Patriots stack, which I don't like.
So all we need is one.
Yeah, so maybe go back
He's
to
the guy that broke the slate last year too. Ladd, Nico, and Joe Mixon.
Oh, someone took Boutte, huh?
Boutte went. Oh, yeah, he went early.
Real early.
Yeah.
What are we doing here, guys?
We go Franklin, DJ Moore.
We need another quarterback. Where's Caleb?
Franklin, yeah, I guess like we need wide receivers from the Patriots, who I think they're all gone, and we need, or the 49ers. Or we just start building a separate skinny stack here with the Bears, because you took Burden, right?
Yeah. Technically, yeah. Let me look for Bears players here.
Build a second.
Oh, Dunze is here. DJ Moore is there, so we can actually build. Yeah, we can actually kind of like pivot over to the Bears here.
Yep.
With Moore and Odunze. Odunze better than Moore, I think.
We need Caleb, right?
Yeah, we could close it out with Caleb. No, because if May gets there, we don't need Caleb. We only need the AFC side of that.
Let's go for it. We're not here to win
by now, I think, right?
Yeah, I think Odunze is a better pickup than DJ Moore personally. Bobby, wow, what do you think between those two?
Rome's probably got more upside.
Yeah, we only care about the upside. We could have pivoted over to, I haven't done much with the Packers.
What is yours?
Rome wasn't built in Odunze. Bump zing. By the way, the guy whose name is G-Funk in the chat fully knew the reference to the Nate Dogg and the song I was referring to before.
Regulators? People don't know.
Yeah, the Regulators song. He's like, yeah, I know about the G-Funk. That's now I can't remember their name. Warren G. Nate Dogg and Warren G.
Here we go again.
The G-Funk era. Oh, DJ Moore. You know what? We're building the whole thing. YOLO.
DJ Moore.
There's Pop Douglas. I'm going to put him on the list.
Oh, yeah, good call. Yeah, I forgot about him.
Caleb is gone, but that's okay. We don't need him. DK Metcalf, Evan Ingram, no. Manungai, we'll highlight that. Although we have a lot of running backs. Tremble.
Kyle Manungai, not for this draft necessarily, but to me, he's one of the best potential values in the last round because he's going to get 10 to 15 touches, and you get him as a last round flyer, which is kind of crazy. So if the Bears did get a little silly and make a run, Manungai could be your starting back at the very last pick.
Yeah, Polak says, with everybody loving the Patriots, pivot over to an unowned Charger stack.
I'm down with that, Polak. These guys are getting very cocky around here in Rhode Island. I'm telling you.
You don't like it.
He's always got the inside track.
I got the inside track, and I'm not partial. I'm not a Patriots fan. Even Dot night, I was telling Kev, these guys came in their old Patriot jackets last night, everything. The radio guys, Scott Zolak, they think Tom Brady's walking through that door Sunday night. I'm telling you, these guys are getting all the pink hats are coming out. It's getting very, They're getting very above.
You know what's frustrating, and I'm sure this is frustrating for you as a New England resident who's not a fan of the Patriots. I think Pop Douglas for the last
Pop,
pick.
yeah, go Pop here. Yep.
Because we didn't get the wide receivers with the Patriots there. But this must be frustrating for you as a New England guy who's not a Patriots fan. They fucking had Tom Brady for 15 years. Dominant. And now, after a 3-year hiatus of sucking, they get Drake May and like they replace Brady with another super stud, and the team looks awesome again.
Over the last 3 years, the people in Rhode Island, the Patriot fans, have been so distraught. They didn't know if they were Buccaneers fans, Patriot fans, going back to being Dallas fans. They had no idea what was going on, and now all of a sudden they're all back under from whatever rock they've been hiding under.
Yeah, now they get it. And what's annoying is
they're back. They couldn't even. They were having mental breakdowns over a 3-year period. I said, "Good luck." I was like, "You ever hear of a guy named Akili Smith, Kajana Carter, Jeff Blake? Welcome to Bengals world."
Tell them, yeah, well, that's right. You're a Bengals fan. Welcome to Jets world. We were waiting for the Patriots to start to suck again to ever have any hope of not having the worst team. And no, throughout all that, the Jets just keep getting worse.
I still haven't been right since the Bengals lost to the Bears with Colston Loveland, just them two guys missing the tackle and him just running for the touchdown. I still haven't been right since that game. I don't think. That took like 3 years off my life, that game.
Bobby was so happy that day.
That was nuts.
You have no idea. I was so happy.
So happy for you. All right, let's do an analysis of this draft because we had a lot of people in the chat that were in the room. So I want to see how a draft like that went. And starting with the nuts, man, this looks like a pretty nuts draft here. So the nuts has been really good at this. This guy, all right. I see some bad drafts too, but all right. Puka, Stafford, Kyron got the trio. That is not collusion. That does happen, and I've seen that. Ultimate though would be Puka, Devontae, and he almost made that happen. And Kyron. So we got a nice little Ram stack building there. He goes Kincaid, so a little pivot to a piece from a couple pieces from Buffalo, a little mini Buffalo stack. Okay. Kind of goes off the rails a little bit here. Swift, Corum, Higbee. So Corum and Higbee, a little combo, 2-man. Another piece from Buffalo here. Another piece from Buffalo, and another piece, Gabriel Davis. So a little kind of, I'll call this a backdoor Buffalo Rams stack. Very nice. I think this could work. Very unique. Very unique. We start off with the shock pick of Drake May, and then it didn't help us because McCaffrey, who was supposed to go 2, ends up falling to the second pick, and we end up with McCaffrey-Kittle combo in the second and third round instead of the first and second round. With Drake May, though, somebody took Henderson, which kind of forced us into Derrick Henry, Hunter Henry, and Ramondre Stevenson. So a nice little May stack, and we're waiting on Stephon Diggs here. Things keep going along, and the guy at the end takes Diggs, really, because he had taken Henderson, so it did suit that team. And Booty, which, again, this person at the end kind of like blocked us a little bit, comes back around. So we're like, what the fuck are we going to do? And now we kind of said, all right, what about a secondary Bear stack, which is what ended up getting built. So now we go Bears, RJ Harvey, random piece from Denver, another piece from Denver, skinny. But on the Bear side, a one-off Lad McConkey just to get through the round. Because at this point now we're having a hard time getting through round 1. If I could have the pick back, I don't love the McConkey pick. Not sure where. Maybe
we need Caleb right there.
Probably Caleb could have worked right there, or Colston Loveland would have been even better. Right, Loveland would have been great right there, right? But it is what it is. So we get McConkey here. Franklin, we take Franklin again. Probably shouldn't have taken Loveland, but we take Franklin to build this little kind of secondary. I was only looking at wide receivers at that moment because I felt like we were short on them. But bring it back around, Odunze, DJ Moore. So we did fill out a full Bear stack with Odunze, Moore, Burden. The only piece missing was, I wish I was paying closer attention, was Colston Loveland, right, from that one. And we're bringing it back with the New England side, but with a mild nod to a couple of pieces from Denver as well. But without New England, we only have one quarterback. When you have a one quarterback team, you are setting yourself up so that if Drake May does not get there, we're not doing anything anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yep.
So effectively, we built a New England mini San Francisco, and then maybe maxi Chicago approach. I think Chicago winning a couple of games, even if they don't get all the way there, helps us get past the first couple rounds with this one. And if they get all the way there, even better, because then we have a perfectly designed team. But this team does require New England to be there in the end for this team to have a chance, I would say. Probably New England, Chicago would be the perfect combo. Fun.
Love it.
I like that.
G-Funk is in here, so him, I know who that is because he's introduced himself. So let's take a look at what G-Funk did here. Barkley, Collins, Smith. So, this guy just, you got the block. So G-Funk says, hey, this is
Playing
crazy.
Houston versus everybody. I like it, G-Funk.
Yeah, I mean, G-Funk started off thinking, I'm going to double tap Barkley and Brown. And then this guy, Grimes, went, no, hell no. And he just goes Hurts, A.J. Brown for the combo. So that threw G-Funk for a loop. So he's like, I don't know, I'll take fucking Collins.
G-Funk
here.
did a great job on this team.
Let's see. Let's look through the whole thing. So we pivot. We got Barkley, Smith, Collins. Then he said, you know what? Fuck all this. And a shift to Packers. Jacobs, Watson, which I like. Right back to Houston with Collins. Now with Schultz and now Woody Marks and Stroud. So fills out the Houston.
He did a great job.
Yeah, nice little Green Bay secondary.
He's got Houston versus three of them.
Both
Houston
quarterbacks.
Get 3 shots on the other side.
Ooh, this is great. Yeah, I see what you like about it. Then Higgins, Dubs. So continuing for Houston Packers. So this started out as a New England or as a Eagle stack, but full pivot to Houston Packers Super Bowl team. I love it.
Not just Houston Packers. You could have Houston versus Philly, Houston versus Packers, and then is there another NFC team in that?
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah. I mean, it's NFC, it's AFC, it's Packers, it's Houston, and this approach, Barkley and Smith are just like pieces to help you get past rounds 1 and 2. But this will not win with that one won't win with an Eagles Super Bowl. This one pretty much requires Houston against the Packers. But fuck, if those two teams make it and you have this many pieces from that game, that's how you win all the monies.
Houston Eagles, he's alive.
Houston Eagles will do it too. Yep.
Yeah, he's alive and well with the Houston Eagles with that team.
Yeah. What do you prioritize in a bill stack? This is a good question, John. And like one of the things that you're trying to do is the Bills, the only 2 pieces that are like super relevant are Josh Allen and James Cook. And those are the only 2 you need. So like to me, the bill stacks, those occasions where you can get Allen Cook at the end here or Allen Cook right here or what Jay Hitman did and got Allen Cook, this is an advantage spot.
Yeah.
So actually I want to look at this draft here because that's an advantage spot when you could pull that off. Allen Cook, Kincaid, that's right. Those would be the priority pieces. But then you'll fan out with those other guys, with all of them. But you can get them late. You don't have to prioritize them early. I am served. What happens? Thank you, by the way, for the super chat. That's what's up. We should have like an alarm for the super chat. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Super chat. What happens when you get into a blocking match with people during the draft? Are there any tactics you can use to work around? All right. I love this question. And guys, I'm going to bring us out of fantasy football world into the world of driving in your car on the highway. All right. Ray, you're with me. I know. Bobby Wow would never get into a road rage, but Ray, I'm not so sure about you.
Rhode Island guy. It happens every day in Rhode Island.
I know. I'm reading personalities in the room.
People get friendly road rages in Rhode Island.
Yeah, Rhode Island's like, try going to Jersey or Long Island. If you're in a mood, you will find you can find that person. If you're having that day and you're like, I'm going to go out and get into a fight with a stranger, you can do that in your car. So I'm going to give you the advice that I give to everybody, and I am served for you as well. Let's say a road rager is approaching you and they want to engage with you. And I consider that the blocker in this thing. They want to engage with you. Just don't engage at all. They're a loser. They're not on your level of human. All right? They're having a bad day. They've got the wife left him. He's cooking. His wife's banging some other chick. You don't know what's going on in that guy's life. Some other dude, not chick, Bobby Wow. Some other dude. Sorry, I didn't want to get blasphemous with.
No, that wasn't what. Okay.
Oh. So, but he's having a bad day. I don't engage with you. You're not a person I'm going to talk to in my real life. And therefore, if you're in a vehicle raging, I'm going to move aside and say, go right ahead, sir. The road is yours, right? It's not for me. I'm not going to jail because I needed to have an ego contest with some loser who, works at some shithole job and is miserable with his life and his wife hates him. So instead, Bobby Wow, if a person is a road rager, 90% the wife hates him. 95% of the time. Like there's no way that guy goes home and is kind to his wife either. He's an asshole. So therefore, we don't engage with them. So if you're in a draft,
somebody got shot.
Yeah, you're not trying. That's right. That's how you get shot, right? Stay out of the way.
Somebody got shot in a road rage accident.
Fuck yeah. And by the way, I watched a video the other day of a man who road raged with someone. That's right. I see a lot of videos, Bobby. Wow. This guy getting into a road rage, starts slinging bullets at a 21-year-old at the other car, not knowing that there was a child in the other car that he hit with his bullet and killed.
Oh my God. Okay.
But I'm only saying this because then you see the consequence. That's why I watched the video. That's why I allow myself to internalize those things. Because now the person who shot the gun was on the floor crying, what did I do? I've thrown away my life. I killed a child. I'm the worst person. Take me to jail. So in seconds, you went from driving along. Now, some asshole's bothering you in the car and you think you're going to pull a gun out and start shooting at them because you're going to teach them a lesson. I don't need to teach that person a lesson. That's not my job. I'm not your teacher. Don't do that. Don't do it. That was a life lesson for everybody watching this, by the way. See how I take it serious, Bobby Wow? Don't engage in road rage. Ray, if I hear about you one day getting arrested, I'm going to be like, I tried.
You tried, you told me. I don't road rage, Kev.
I know you don't. But it's important to hear. Listen, I used to get into road rage too when I was 18. That's why I understand it.
This is the most insane metaphor on the planet. That we have taken flight with this puppy, and there is no landing strip in sight.
Dude,
how are we landing this with somebody sniping you?
Well, the road rager is the guy who's sniping your pick. If I get into a snipe battle with him, the only thing that's going to happen is we're both going to lose. We're both going to end up in jail, right? So don't get engaged. If somebody starts sniping you, pivot away. Only care about yourself. That person who's sniping you is not worth your time, your effort, or for you to destroy your lineup over. That's all I'm saying. See how I brought it around?
We will resume our regularly scheduled program later. Your producer put across the bottom.
That's what happens every go off. All right, let's do another draft. Wait. Poop Zanni, you're in here too? Everybody was in this draft. John, which were you in here with us? It's my guy. Poop Zanni, by the way, sent me halibut cheeks and fresh Alaskan salmon in a care package. I have to say the salmon cheeks were the halibut cheeks. Amazing.
I want to shout out my dog Nacho quick. He's been sitting next to me. He has not barked one time.
That dog has been amazing.
Dude, he hasn't barked one time. He's sitting right there.
I'm blown away.
Me too. I had like cheese over here for him to shut him up. I couldn't put him outside. I didn't know what he was gonna do. He hasn't barked one time. He's been laying right there. He likes DFS Army.
I love it.
Soothing voices.
You know, when he was on with Overzet, he was barking the whole time. He did not like
him mad. It drove him mad.
Yeah, I think it was Davis Maddock that sent him up the.
Me and Davis are cool now. Pete don't like me though. My dog barked, but it could have been so cool because he sponsors Underdog. The dog was there barking. It was such a. He could have went with the whole bit and he just took a left, but whatever.
On that note, now
I don't even know who them guys are.
We had Pete on the Draft Battle show on week 18 of the NFL series, and now I consider him a friend.
It was awesome. Yeah,
he was on the Draft Battle show with us on week 18, the final draft battle of the season, Good dude, and a good mind for a really good mind for like cash game, and he was right on those cash picks early in that one. I did take the championship though. I did take down that the draft battle championship for the season, which had no prize. There was no prize at the end.
All jokes aside, that guy works hard. No, nuts. I didn't call him a douche. I said you're kind of douchey. I actually said I thought you were kind of douchey.
Oh,
but everybody in Massachusetts is. He didn't get the joke. Well, whatever.
Well,
let's get to it.
Yeah. See, I'm not gonna get. We are all friendly here unless somebody attacks us personally.
Yes.
There's somebody out there attacking.
And then we're still friendly, right? Because
we're still friendly.
We're not teaching lessons, remember?
Yeah, we don't teach a lesson here.
The one thing, Pete does work very hard. He puts a lot of content out there. He does a good job.
I respect. Listen, it's hard to be in this industry for a lot of years. First of all, almost no one has done it, and to keep going with it. And the thing I respect most about Pete, just on that note, is that he's entertaining when he presents his information.
Yeah,
which is very different from 90% of what you see in the overall space of like content, even in regular fantasy football, but DFS and on the heavier betting side. A lot of the people who are in this and putting on, they're just not fun to watch. They might have good information, but they're kind of boring, or they come across as a little arrogant, and that drives me up the wall. It gives me the douche chills when I feel arrogance coming out of somebody. This is a humbling game, man, and no one knows the answers. I try to be humble. I don't know the fucking answers. I don't know. I'm just doing my best. All right, we are in a new draft with pick number 5, guys. Pick number 5.
Let the draft come to us.
Barkley went first. That's interesting.
Whoa. All right, hold on a second. So Barkley goes first overall. Interesting. But I don't hate it.
No, I don't hate it either.
Puka goes number 2. So there's your Rams approach. We could try it for a Josh Allen, James Cook combo if it gets there. Nope, it's gone.
That was a good thought for a second.
We tried it. Should we try to do another Drake May?
I kind of. What if we try going Rams here? What if we try going Adams Stafford?
Oh yeah, okay. Can do. All right, yeah. You know what? I haven't done that from this spot.
Done it yet? Let's do it.
I'll try that, and we'll fuck over the Puka guy a little bit, which makes me happy. I always somebody's want to. Yeah, gold halibut cheeks. That's right. Poop Sammy. That's my guy. Halibut cheeks. It's like my wife made them. By the way, my man, we did make the halibut.
What about Chiron?
Well, we got to get him on the way back.
Should you take Stafford first? Should you take Stafford first? Because he's gonna. Oh wait, no, actually, it doesn't matter because he doesn't pick until after us.
Yeah, no, we got to get Adams here first, and then Stafford.
Snag him.
Yeah. Once we took Adams and somebody else took Puka, no one else is taking Stafford but us or that other guy. So we're safe now to wait and get Stafford on the comeback.
Unless it's a road rager, in which case we know what to do.
Yeah. Actually, if this guy road rage, should I just break our own advice and just destroy that guy's team? Oh, you motherfucker. And then we're just going to like road rage on him and start taking, sniping all his picks.
The chat was nailing it. I saw it a couple times. We need to be unburdened.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, I've thought about the road rage thing a lot because I used to do that when I was 18. I would just be crazy in the car, get into, stupid confrontations with people. And then I was like, what am I doing? One time I saw one of the people and I'm like, oh my God, that looks like a person who in real life I would never even converse with. I would just be like, get away from me. So then I thought, why would I have interactions with people? I spend my whole life trying not to have interactions with people like that. Why am I causing that? And that was my revelationary moment. Jackson Smith and Jigba still hanging around. What is happening? This is what you want. If I'm sitting in that spot, I'm taking JSN right there.
Well, I don't know though, because the Rams probably could end up playing Seattle in the second round.
Yeah, I get it, but like, wow. So this guy takes Josh Allen, then this guy snipes him with Cook one pick before, and now the whole thing is just up and down, left is right. Everybody's having trouble here. Barkley and Hurts, though, it works out for him. So Yazbo, that I think worked out pretty good. Let's see what our Rams guy does here with his next pick.
What are we looking at here on our side? Pull up that
well, we've got Devontae and Stafford, so we have the ability to pivot a lot of different ways, but we've started to build around the Rams. So hey, we could build a backdoor Houston.
Do we want to go Jacksonville? I saw some people in the chat asking about Jacksonville. If we got ETN
there goes Jackson Smith and Jigba. For
ETN could be
Jacksonville,
interesting.
Jacksonville, Houston, Denver stack we can pull off. We got all three of them we can still hit.
We keep kind of fleshing out our Ram stack as the pieces come to us, but then I kind of like trying an AFC team here with. We've done a lot of Patriots. Maybe we go ETN.
So ETN here would be a possibility, right? And then we'll just build off of that for Jacksonville.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we're gonna have another pick real quick. I don't even understand how George Kittle wasn't taken yet. I don't know what's going on here.
Tags, Brando. Was that Q tag even there when we drafted him last time?
Yeah, it's been there. He had a Q tag last week before he played. It didn't matter. All right, so now we've got we've got Jacksonville and the Rams.
We can start doing Niners. Take a Brian Robinson at the end and do a full Jacksonville stack.
Wait a minute. Where are more pieces from Jacksonville?
We don't need Myers.
Myers or part. Yeah.
Or who? How about Sutton and just go Denver?
Sure. Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing. All right, that threw me off. That threw me. I didn't know what I was doing. Too many thoughts. I thought Myers. All right, let me just highlight.
All right, so now we're gonna do. Well, now we got to do like an AFC, the Jacksonville and Denver guys against the Rams, pretty much. Right?
Yeah, we have Stafford and Adams. So we have a 2-person stack here. We didn't get Puka, but that's fine. We didn't get Kyron. That's okay.
You could probably take Higbee in the last round if you want to star him.
Yeah, we could do that very late, but I think we need to build heavier around these potential AFC.
Parker Washington more interesting at 30, I think. Yep, there he is.
I never feel bad about not getting.
I like him better than Jacoby.
Wait, Parker Washington just got taken. Wait, are these people? Wait a minute. Are we talking?
And Myers got taken.
Are we talking to people who are in the draft against us right now?
He took Lawrence. That's why Lawrence is gone.
Oh, all right. So that ruined.
All right, get back to the player thing. My brain.
Get back to the player. We gotta.
I can't watch other people.
You don't like to watch it?
Because then we end up panicking here.
All right, so we have to. You know what it is? Now we have to pivot over to Denver, and get a heavy Denver stack going. We can we got Sutton. We can get Harvey. We can potentially get Bo Nix later. We can build heavy Denver, and here's Colby Parkinson, and then we need some get us through week 1 guys to bring it all together.
Colby feels spendy to me with Higbee coming back.
Yeah, I don't love it, but I do like RJ Harvey.
Harvey there you go.
Yeah, let's do that. So now we've got we've got Sutton, Harvey, Stafford, Adams. So we got to continue.
Bo Nix or a backdoor Houston stack.
But yeah, we need Bo Nix. I think we're too late on Houston, but like we can supplement with some pieces from
Blake Corum, another option here if you want to try and get a running back from the Rams.
Yeah, I do like Blake Corum. Yes. Okay, I love that.
Yeah, let's do that.
And let's actually consider also, I think Packers.
Are we up?
Oh shit. Bo Nix.
Bo Nix. Oh. We're getting confused here.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was even on the clock just there. I was just kind of like going through the names. But we still have Blake Corum to add to our mix here, which we'll do on the next pick if we can if he's still there.
Yeah, next pick.
Yeah, and then I was just trying to figure out like where we could go for a secondary stack. And Packers are definitely a spot that is wide open with Jacobs, Watson.
Guys.
Yeah. But I prefer Corum.
Houston guys, Woody Mock, Dalton Schultz, and Jaden Higgins.
Or that combination with Schultz and Marks.
And then we'll have the LA guys against Houston and some Jacksonville pieces if we can pull off like Brett and Strange later.
All right, let's see. Let's see how this comes together. I think the priority ad right now is probably going to be still Blake Corum, but I think Jacobs and Watson might go before our next combo. But it would be really interesting if they didn't, and we can actually have that and really build a strong Packers secondary stack. That'd be crazy. How's Ramondre still on the board? What is going on?
We could do a backdoor Patriots stack and just take a one-off running back, one-off receiver, take like Ramondre and Booty or Ramondre and Hunter Henry if he's still there.
I feel like it's too many because we've got the RJ Harvey Bo Nix combo.
we'll have 3 teams facing the St. Louis Rams.
If Corum's there, I think you got to take him.
Yeah,
That's
I
where
think
I
so.
would go.
Although it's such a shame here with Jacobs dropping this far.
Well, he's one and done, so he won't hurt you that much.
Quorum, we're all over the place.
Yeah, we got to do Corum.
I feel
Yeah,
good about
Watson.
the Corum
I'm
pick.
actually happy that Watson went just before us, so it removed that. And now we got Corum. So we got Stafford, Corum, Adams. That's 3. And then we've got to build some combinations of either Jaguars or
We got to get
Denver.
And we're going to take a Rams tight end too, I think, at the end, right? You got.
Yeah.
Brenton Strange is going, right?
Yeah. Actually, Josh Jacobs can be taken.
No.
Caleb. Or just go Schultz, Woody Marks. Let's go Schultz here.
Yeah, go Schultz, Marks. Yeah, BTJ would have been interesting as well.
We might. BTJ might still be there on the next round. I just want to point out though, pick 45 for Josh Jacobs to still be here is bananas.
Well, people don't want to pay for a one and done rental.
Yeah, Nathan Shepard's in here with us.
I'm trying to take shots at the Packers. I'm just kidding. That is kind of crazy that he's there.
I have no idea. People in the chat are in here, and their names in YouTube don't correspond with the name on DraftKings, and not rocking a DFS Army avatar, which, by the way, is criminal. You should have a DFS Army avatar going. Rep the brand, rep the team. When you have a DFS Army avatar and you take down a big tournament, we send you a swag bag, and that's worth about $100. Bobby, wow, what's a swag bag worth? A DFS Army one? The hat.
I don't think you put a price. I don't think you put a price on it personally. But
look at that hat. We're rocking. I think it's the same hat. No, I have the version I have has the colors reversed. I have that gray in the back and black in the front.
There you go. See, endless opportunities, priceless.
Yeah.
BTJ gone.
We're gonna try to get Woody Marks with this next one.
Yep.
I'll highlight Stroud as well,
and then highlight Higbee for me, just so we don't lose sight of him down there.
Oh yeah, Tyler Higbee right there. And we have some Denver pieces. So Troy Franklin. Hey, it's Franklin. It's another one.
There's no other Jacksonville guys left, right? Receivers or tight ends?
No, they're gone. Evan Ingram is there, actually. Evan Ingram is still available.
He's for the Broncos.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But we're also building a Broncos secondary stack here, guys. So it's not. We got Harvey, Bo Nix, and Cortland Sutton. So actually, we want to hammer the Franklin. I want to get Marks. I want to get Franklin.
Woody. I love Woody here.
Woody Marks. Let's throw Jaden Higgins in that queue, just in case we're scrambling in a minute.
Man, I kind of feel like we got to take Higbee here if he's available.
Yes. Yeah.
We need that tight end for the Rams.
I agree.
Done. I like this heavy Rams build. Stafford, Devontae, Corum, and Higbee. Okay.
We got a filled team if they play Denver. We gotta get one more Houston guy, and then we'll have a full team if they play Houston too.
All right, let's try it. And we have the quarterbacks already, right?
We don't need the quarterbacks. We'll have the NFC quarterback.
Yeah, Stafford and Nix.
I like Troy Franklin too on Denver, but we got
Higgins.
Jaden Higgins. We could do that next.
Got Evan Ingram as well if we want the second Denver piece or third Denver piece.
Yeah, we'll highlight that
just in case.
2 picks left, so
Higgins and Ingram.
Yeah, we could do Higgins and Ingram and just fill out this Houston team, or go with Franklin and Higgins, or Franklin and Ingram.
How many tight ends do we have? Only one, right?
We got Schultz and Higgins.
We got 2. Yeah, that's right.
But Schultz is a one-off. Schultz is not a Super Bowl tight end. That's a tight end for round 1.
Oh, it could be because didn't we get Marks?
Yeah, we got Marks. Oh yeah. But we didn't have like the big piece, Collins or
Higgins and Ingram.
Yeah, we didn't build like the ultimate. Jaden Higgins is okay, but I feel like Jaden Higgins.
That gives us the out, Kev. We have a full team if Houston plays
Yep.
St. Louis. We need Higgins.
I like it.
Higgins better than Evan Ingram, you say?
We'll take
I would take those two last. Higgins and Ingram. That's our last two.
Okay.
Here goes 2 full teams against St. Louis. We could have had the third if we end up with BTJ or Parker Washington. We could have had all 3 of them against St. Louis.
Did you see those back to back? Like they went nuts on Jacksonville. There's no way. But by the way, and Mumfield and Sons. That's right. Hoop Sammy comes in with. Don't forget about Kanata Mumfeld.
Well, he needs an injury. He definitely needs an injury because Adams hasn't been playing. You got to keep that in mind. That's the only the Rams only throw to 2 wide receivers.
Yeah, they don't really do much with the third guy. So yeah, no, let's stick with Higgins and Evan Ingram for the last 2. A lot of people in the chat. I like he keeps calling them St. Louis. Do I keep saying St. Louis? Guys, okay. I'm like we're podcasting here. It's hard. Like I'm like, the Commanders. I mean the Redskins. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying.
That's a tough one too.
Yeah.
San Diego, LA Chargers is a tough one too.
Pollock's got an interesting idea. This is like a main best ball thing where it's like, yeah, Tutu Atwell. That's more something I would do for season long best ball. I'm not sure that.
I don't hate it's the last pick flyer, right?
Yeah, I don't mind it as a last.
Mumfield would be in the same vein for sure as that. But if these 2 guys are here, it makes a lot more sense, I think.
If Rams make it to the bowl, Adams isn't going to make it. He'll be hurt. We'll see.
Oh, they snagged one of our guys.
Oh shit!
They heard it. Yeah, we got to take Jalen Noel.
Noel. Ugh.
I know it's gross.
Gross.
Oh man, I would have taken Ingram first.
I do hear that whistling sound, Bobby. Wow.
I would definitely would have taken Ingram there. Noel's not getting picked.
Yeah, we could have.
Ingram might.
Then I'll take Franklin. YOLO.
They're not going to do it.
Yeah, that's true. You have an out. You have an out with Franklin. I mean, you got what? 2 tight ends? Do we need the tight end from Denver? I don't think so, right?
I mean,
because we have Sutton. That's right. Yeah, probably worth taking him.
Or Franklin.
Ingram.
All right, we'll go Ingram. Higbee, Ingram. So, all right, let's take a look at how this draft. I think a lot of people in the chat were in this draft. I have no idea who's what. So, I'll just look at ours. So we start off with Devontae and Stafford. Interesting start. And then we make the call. Let's pivot to Jacksonville. But the second we make that call, let's see here. No Jacksonville pieces. These guys just jump Washington and Myers way ahead of where their ADPs are. And these were a full round ahead of where they normally go. So we're like, oh, shit. All right, pivot. So then we go, all right, fuck Jacksonville, Sutton, Harvey, Nix, got a 3-man Denver stack going in a row. Then back over to Blake Corum to semi-complete the Rams. So now we got a Rams-Denver comfortable stack. But the problem when you stack Denver is they're not playing week 1. Got to fill out those spots. So we pivot over to Houston with Schultz, Marks, bring in the tight end for the Rams to complete that. Keep going with Houston with Noel. And I don't know.
You know what? We got sniped twice. And we smiled and waved to the Road Rager.
We didn't get into
I think we pivoted well. Yeah. I felt good.
We didn't break check anybody along the way here.
No break checks.
We have a full team. If the Los Angeles Rams play Houston or Denver, now we're still alive. Somehow it's LA Rams against Jacksonville with just Antonine there. We almost have a full team.
This is so random, But what you're also seeing is how different every draft goes just based on the room. Like in that draft just now, there were some names that dropped massively. Like Josh Jacobs was still available at pick 40, and it would have been a great draft to pivot over to at one point to pivot over to the Packers and just Watson, Jacobs, and then you could just fill out a full Packer team real easy. I don't have any Packers heavy stacks yet, so I'm going to keep that in mind. I want to keep it in mind for some of the next ones that we do. It's also noteworthy in that one that the guy at pick 4 was able to combo Josh Allen with Cook, James Cook. So again, I continue to think that if you can't start with that combo of Josh Allen and James Cook in the first two, you're at such a material disadvantage that you're almost your draft is almost done as soon as it started. Like if we took Josh Allen pick 3 and then we don't get James Cook, we're dead. Lineup is done.
Guys, I'm gonna bring the
I don't
dog
know
up
about
to this
that.
draft. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go right ahead. Do what you got to do. We're
I'll be right back.
Yeah, just put it on mute on your thing.
I'm trying to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, you just click the little camera at the bottom there, and it'll like.
He's good. I'd muted.
Oh yeah, all
You're
right.
good, Ray.
We auto muted you, so there you go. And if you're gonna stand up, make sure you're not wearing like your underwear. Just a little podcast wisdom. I've forgotten about that a couple. You know how that is, Bobby. Wow. Like, for real, I'm wearing my Duff beer jammies. Duff beer from The Simpsons.
Oh man, a lot of good life lessons being taught today in this podcast.
Yeah, if you're gonna stand up while doing a stream or a Zoom with your boss, so to speak, make sure you're wearing pants.
And that's a good secondary lesson from that is never trust a man with tan thighs.
With tan thighs, you said?
Yeah. Yep.
Is that a thing? Tan colored thighs?
I don't know. I just made it up.
Tan thighs.
But I agree with Pollock Hillbilly here. I think Allen, the most intriguing way to play Allen to me is still naked, is have Allen as your AFC piece at quarterback.
And just go crazy.
And have a massive NFC stack. Have massive NFC stacks on the other side without a quarterback.
You want to try one?
And then again, I think I mentioned this a couple shows ago. I take Tyler Johnson as kind of like the last round flyer with Josh Allen. About feeling need to stack.
First 2 picks went Puka and McCaffrey. So once we're staring at a decision here. We can take Josh Allen.
We just talked about it. Let's do it.
All right, let's see. And hey, if it becomes a naked Allen, what are we doing in round 2?
To me, I think we're building our favorite NFC team up here.
So anything from, let's see.
Philly.
I guess
If Barkley's there, we take Barkley. Obviously, if Cook's there, we take him first. But then I think Barkley would be the secondary.
Barkley goes.
Or we could go back to the Rams.
AJ Brown goes.
Oh, man.
Look at all those Rams players still available.
Yeah, I almost go. I go back to the Rams. I think here on the NFC side, if we don't get Cook.
Let's see. He's got JSN. He's probably going to take Cook because he doesn't know where to go with his second pick.
He's going to get auto draft.
Yeah, and that'll auto draft Cook for him anyway. Yep. That would suck. Yep.
Oh my gosh,
that's such a bummer.
But we smile and wave. It's okay. Road rage happens, and then we move on.
All right. So that wasn't really. I wouldn't even call that a snipe because that was expected. So I say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Let's take Devontae. Let's see if we can snipe the Rams pieces. Or we got 1 piece from the Rams. The problem is we can't get 2 pieces from the Rams.
Well, whoever took Puka is going to take Stafford now.
And Kyron. He'll get them both. He's going to take Stafford and Kyron right now.
Yep.
And that leaves us with 2 one-off pieces. Yeah, Devontae was not that great, but I couldn't let Devontae fall to this guy either. That would have been absolutely bonkers. So where are we going now? We can pivot to ETN and Jaguars.
I would love to go like Hurts and Smith there. Would have been really interesting.
Smith. And that's
Hurts,
too many
Goddard.
quarterbacks. Too many quarterbacks.
Let's go NFC here.
NFC Hurts, Smith. All right, whatever. Smith. I don't know what we're doing. Smith, Goddard. Yeah, Adams in its advance, and now we got to build like some other random stack or something.
Yeah, I think you go. To me, I think you check mark Goddard. Check mark Corum, Higbee. Full Green Bay stack. I don't buy into the too many quarterbacks thing. I think if you're taking 2 quarterbacks, I don't care where you take them.
No, they can't keep scoring. You need players in the Super Bowl. You can only have one scoring for you there.
I understand that.
Somebody's going to do it better when there's 300,000 lineups in here. Somebody's going to do a version where they hit the right quarterback for the Super Bowl.
Totally.
And didn't waste a pick on the other guy.
Or they'll have both quarterbacks in the Super Bowl, and the one that wasn't expected to score more scores more, and that they take it down solo. I mean,
yeah.
A lot of things could happen here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%.
I like going Goddard, and he's gone.
Well,
no, he's not. We're good.
No, Goddard's still there. So
Kincaid, if he's there too, I think he's probably another piece I would consider stacking.
Yeah, with this pick, we can take Goddard and get Kincaid on the next one. So actually, we can go that way if we want to have the skinny Eagles thing going on. We've got Devontae. Yeah, if we get Goddard, and then we'll be able to get Kincaid as well.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. All right, we'll try that. Yeah, we'll be able to get both these guys. Oh, so many Q tags. Oh, there you go. There's a Roto Grinders person here. Fuck that guy.
No.
I don't know who he's talking about. I don't know who people are talking about half the time in the chat.
So what do we got going on here? We're going to get distracted and lose sight.
Josh Allen.
I wish I had the full screen in front of me, and I with you scrolling wouldn't change it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the all players open right now. So we have Josh Allen. We have Devontae Smith and Goddard, Devontae Adams. And now we could take Kincaid.
We can take Kincaid or K-Shack.
I think we can get K-Shack later. So
all right.
Kincaid here. Oh, wow. We'll highlight Khalil Shakir. And then we got to highlight some more Rams pieces potentially. Who are the other players on the Rams? Blake Corum.
That guy took Corum. Are you kidding me?
No, Corum's still available.
Oh, he's still there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's probably who
Bo Nix just went.
I know you're going to hate it, but just highlight Tyler Johnson for me. Just for me. You don't have to take him, but just so we know he's alive and well.
All right. He's a last pick in the draft guy.
100%. Yes.
Yeah, I like Corum. So if we're going to have the Rams, Corum I think is just as good of a pick as Kyron, but you get him so much later. But Shakir would be probably our next pick. Corum is still number 42, and we're at 34. So if K-Shack lasts, I think that'd be our next pick. If not, I started thinking about maybe, Jacobs is gone. Because you could build a secondary Packers stack pretty easy, or Bears, right? There goes Christian Watson, so there goes the Packers backup. And if K-Shack can last one more pick here, that is definitely where we want to go.
Although Chickenfoot's going to take Corum, I'm sure.
You think Chickenfoot's going to take
right? Because he's the Rams guy. Is he the Rams drafter?
I don't know, but I think we have to take K-Shack regardless. At this point with Allen.
We don't have to.
Well, we have to because we got Allen, Kincaid, and K-Shack. Now we have a nice little Adams. Now we have a nice little stack going there. And we'll need a couple of different running backs. But I think, let's see, what's Chickenfoot up to over here?
He's going to take Corum 100%.
No, he didn't. That's not the guy.
It is the guy.
Chickenfoot? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he didn't do it.
Oh, baby, we're alive.
Yeah,
we're alive.
Do it. He went for Colby instead.
All right, snag Corum here. This is
all right. We got our running back.
Our lap a little bit.
Okay.
After a rough start.
This is not bad. Josh Allen, Blake Corum. Well, Josh Allen with Kincaid and K-Shack. We got Blake Corum with Devontae Adams, just a two-man little skinny Rams, and we've got a little.
Always take Higbee at the end if we need it.
Yeah, we got a little skinny Eagles.
Skinny Philly special.
Here. Very skinny.
Now, this is why I'm saying Tyler Johnson, because we're likely going to end up in a spot where we need a running back for the Bills or the Eagles. And
Yeah,
Just
neither
if you
one
want
of
to
those teams
maximize if you want to maximize the potential of having all roster spots filled in that last game.
The nuts is saying to take we could hold off for Bigsby, but again, those guys are not. Same thing with Tyler Johnson. These are not running backs that are going to be doing a lot of scoring. Like they're not super likely to carry our team very far.
Well, yeah, clearly, yeah, for sure. But we knew that going in. We were going to kind of.
We're kind of only half-ass on the Rams and the Eagles. Like we got the Bills, and then we got like a half-ass Rams and a half-ass Eagles thing going on.
Well, yeah, we got the Bill. You only wanted one QB, so the Bills are our Super Bowl team, and then we're building a secondary stack with the Rams and a secondary stack with the Eagles. So I'm
looking for more players from those teams. The problem with the Rams and the Eagles, they're very tight teams. They don't have a ton of turds. Live turds.
Higbee's probably the other guy.
Yeah, this is a bit of a reach.
Let's see. So let's see what we got here. Do we have a one-off we can run after, or
we can go back
a little? Can you scroll down a pinch?
Could go back to Woody Marks, Booty, Caleb.
We can't go Woody Marks as AFC quarterback is our guy.
Monungai and DJ Moore.
You can go Skinny Bears. Yep.
That's really skinny. I think we're just going to take. I think I'm just going to take Higbee here and just
take Higbee. Yeah,
yeah, not risk it. Where's Chickenfoot? What's he up to?
I don't know, but let's scroll down because we're up at 2 picks. Let's get an idea of here what we got left.
All right. Let's see. You got some Chargers pieces. Woody Marks still floating around.
We're probably looking for NFC, right?
I think we need NFC pieces in a perfect world. Yeah.
We need the Bills in the Super Bowl. We only took one QB. It's Josh.
Yeah. So NFC teams, DJ Moore.
Or I don't hate DJ. Rome obviously would be the other option there. I think we're on the clock. Just a heads up.
Oh, Rome got rid of his Q tag. That happened while we were drafting today. That's fun.
And then you could go. How many picks we got left? You could go Monungai. Yep.
I'm assuming Swift is gone. What about Unburdened?
Oh, he's way gone.
Okay.
We need the running back, though. That's the key because we got a wide receiver and a tight end for the Bills and the quarterback. We do not have a running back.
Yeah, it's only Tyler Johnson.
Monungai.
So Monungai, yeah. We're maximizing our shot here, right?
Yeah, we want to, or I could just grab Woody Marks and ride that.
No, I don't like that because.
So Tyler
running back in the Super Bowl, and if it's
we got to go Ty
Joe, we don't have Josh Allen. No,
yeah, it's got to be Ty Joe. No.
Are you guys Ty Johnson or Ray Davis?
Ty Johnson.
Yeah, he's been the guy. Ray
as
Davis.
As long as Cook is healthy. I was Ray Davis last week, but Ty Johnson as long as. You probably have to.
You know what? Again, Ray Davis would be interesting as a Cook gets hurt piece for the last pick. I think we're on the last. No, we got 2 picks left. We can go with Monungai to kind of fill out that Chicago secondary stack.
I like Monungai because he gives us a third team from the NFC that if they get there with the Bills, you got a shot still. So that's why I like going Kyle here.
All right, let's roll with that. Plus, he's playing week 1,
and we're a little thin at running back.
I think last piece, maybe I'll go Ray Davis for this one. Kind of thinking, what if Cook gets hurt?
You go Ray Davis, or yeah, you could, or you could go Gainwell.
That's more of a get past week
or
1
DJ
guy.
Moore. DJ Moore.
Hubbard or Rico. That one off.
Those guys just for the week 1, but we have a lot of players here playing in we didn't do a bye week team here, so I think we're good for like getting past week 1. Like we didn't take a bye, so I think anything can happen. But so wild. But yeah, you got to get past week 1 to be in the show. And a lot of great teams that have been built for the Super Bowl will not get there because they didn't get past the first week.
I'd go Gainwell to get us past that first week, just because running back is thin right now, right? We've got Corum, okay. You've got
Johnson and Monungai. Yeah, they're gross.
Monungai. So
I agree with
Gainwell just to propel us in that round 1, and then anything goes from there.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. That's better than a miracle pick of Davis.
Because if Cook gets hurt, Ty Johnson's going to benefit too in a big way.
Yeah. How do you like Tedero and McMillan not even getting drafted in this one?
Yeah, give me Kenny G's. Yes. All right.
All right. Yeah. Crazy. Draft-a-palooza.
Bigsby would have been the other option, right? If as a handcuff to Barkley. But again, now you've got 2 running backs on your team that more than likely won't score more than 2 or 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, this was a tougher one. Again, when you set yourself up, when we set ourselves up with Josh Allen there, I feel like when you take a one-off kind of piece, Ray Zanni, like what you said, when you take that one off, what ends up happening is you're kind of like wide open in round 2. Where am I going? I don't know. And so when Cook wasn't there, you have to like quickly think about, all right, how am I going to pivot off of this? And so we took Adams, but you know what ends up happening is, all right, Stafford and Kyron Williams go right away, and then all of the pieces, all of the pieces from the Rams are kind of gone. So it's like, all right, now what? So we try to pivot over to Smith and Goddard, but it's just the 2 pieces from that team, and it's a reminder that the Eagles, you could get the full stack. So it's not. I don't like small stacks on the Eagles at all this year because it's really easy to get every single player from the Eagles. I actually want to do one like that because that's been a really fun type of draft. But like, so if the Eagles get there, we'll have a couple of pieces, but other people are going to have every Eagles player. So that's a little more challenging. We beef up Allen with Kincaid and Khalil, but that's it. I think we got one more piece, like Ty Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like who else? Brandon Cooks was another name that we forgot about.
But that was the whole point. I think if you take Allen, to me, the best approach is to keep your stack light with him, and then you've got your NFC RB wide receiver to beef up that side in the Super Bowl. I think if you're taking Josh Allen, you almost have to resign yourself and say, okay, I'm taking him with 1, maybe 2 other guys, and then I'm going to beef up my NFC stacks.
But I don't mind it. Like if it's your last pick and you take Brandon Cooks, all right, cool. Like the more pieces you have from that Super Bowl matchup in the Super Bowl,
totally,
the higher your chances. Like you're going to need that one piece that pops that no one else has. So it could be. I could see Brandon Cooks being. People are asking like, who's that turd that goes off? You want to talk about a turd that could go off? Brandon Cooks could be that guy. It could be like a guy who's not drafted universally. He's a last pick in your draft guy. Somebody else took Gabriel Davis. It could be that guy too, but like I could see Brandon Cooks being it more where, hey, he's the last guy that went in the draft. A lot of times he went undrafted and he popped for a 20. Done. You don't have him in the Super Bowl, you don't win all the monies. And if you do have him, you're jumping ahead of people, lots of people who have even thicker stacks in the Super Bowl but didn't have that one player. So, stuff like that I think is worth doing. But like I said, I really would have loved. You guys want to do one more? Do we have time?
I do.
It's getting crazy.
I do. I want to do a funny one, a gummy thought one. I just had my little smoke break. Smoking's legal in Rhode Island.
It's legal here too.
Let's do one with a weird team from the NFC.
Is that what
Bobby? Your one, Chicago goes all the way and fill it up with AFC teams on the way. We're not here to win $5, fellas. There's a lot of Buffalo teams out there, a lot of St. Louis teams, a lot of Philly teams. What if Chicago does go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah,
with Chicago guys against a bunch of AFC teams.
Want to build a heavy, have part of it. We got to be ready to pivot. It always depends. Yeah. Oh, wait, pick number 5. Hold up.
Take like a James Cook right here, Nico Collins, fill the Bills out with Houston. One of them teams are facing the Bears.
How about
or Packers? We go Packers too. You guys,
you don't want to.
I know. Geek, you mentioned the Packers a couple times here. Wanting to take a shot. This could be the draft.
Though. We can build that second part from the 5 hole though. This is an interesting. So I'll give the possibilities from the 5 hole. Let's remind ourselves here. We can try to do Allen James Cook combo. That could work. It could work a lot better from this spot than it did from the last one. We can from the 5 hole. We can also do another Drake May combination. So you jump Drake May and then you go to Trevion Henderson or Diggs. Probably Trevion Henderson in round 2, and then Diggs. Ramondre and all of that booty, and just build a heavy Patriot stack, which I like doing, and it works from this spot. What are the other possibilities from this spot?
Can I tell you what no one's doing? Yeah. No one's building a Broncos-Seahawks Super Bowl matchup. because of the bye week
can't,
teams.
because you can't get there. You can't,
You can
if
do
you
it.
do it, you're not getting to round
do
two.
it because they're free. Outside of JSN, they're all free.
You can do it.
All right, well, let's see.
I have
how
a couple of them on underdog.
Really?
Just messing
it's-
around. Yeah, it took like
yeah.
Bo Nix, Ajay Javi, one of the receivers, JSN, Kenneth Walker, and then just filled it out with all guys playing week 1.
Seahawks are interesting, especially interesting to me, just because
Very. It's
JSN,
those
and
teams,
they're the favorites. I mean, they're Seahawks are the favorites to get there by far.
I don't think that Darnold is a Super Bowl quarterback, but
I don't either. Again, this is more of a leverage type of, or just a get different type of build. But I agree.
Yeah, I just don't see Darnold having the poise to win like the NFC Championship game.
Let's see if we can pull it off.
Yeah, you never know, but let's see. But again, starting point either way. If you do that, you don't need to take those players early. You take maybe Jackson Smith and Jigba, but you don't have to take them that early. Like you can wait. So
Agreed.
But again, let's see what the board. All right, Barkley goes
Barkley, so
second.
you'll have JSN.
That kills the big Eagles stack anyway. Not going to happen. So that's out of the question. I can
There
still
goes
go.
Cook.
James Cook goes.
There goes
All right,
James
that
Cook.
kills the Josh Allen stack as well. Wow. Okay. I think this is setting us up for Drake May.
We've done a couple of Drake already, though.
Yeah,
haven't
we already did too many.
Josh Allen goes. Oh my gosh.
I'd say give me JSN or CMC. We could build a fun 49er stack because I think their ceiling, sky's the limit for them. Or Seattle, or go JSN.
Yeah, let's go CMC. JSN, I like the idea of getting him in round 2. Sometimes he drops all the way to round 2, and that's a sexier starting point with him.
He's top 3 on underdog. Top
Yeah.
4. Every time.
Is underdog cumulative or it scores the same exact way?
Scores the same way, just no tight end. Tight ends count a receiver, tight end.
Oh my God, he did fall.
JSN.
Yeah, there it is. So you want to go JSN on the back door?
Yes.
That's the same team, though. We got McCaffrey, so no, it doesn't work.
We could do this and do the Denver thing that Bobby was just talking about. We got McCaffrey to get us through.
If you want May, let's go May.
No, I think it's
Trust
May
your gut.
here. And then, yeah, my gut is telling me May, New England, San Francisco, Super Bowl. Let's see if we can build it.
We did one already.
New England, San Francisco, but did we focus?
We took May in the first round, and then McCaffrey came to us in the second round.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the crazy one where McCaffrey dropped to.
We did that. That was our second one. We already did.
Oh really? See, that's why I got my monkey brain doesn't even remember what the hell we did during this stream. All right, let's see what's going on though on the board. Let's actually focus in on what everybody's doing. So Jackson Smith and Jigba goes to the Josh Allen guy. James Cook guy takes Matthew Stafford. Inexplicable. So now you've got Adams, Puka, Stafford all on different teams. So this whole pod is already making crazy mistakes. Hopefully,
this whole pod's in disarray.
Yeah, this pod is in disarray right now. Allen, I mean, why would the Cook guy take Stafford?
He's doing a weird stack with the Rams. He could be taking the Mumfield guy later, Blake Corum. Nobody has Blake Corum with Stafford in Mumfield. He can say, forget about the big guys. I'm doing it this way with the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to get really different in the first couple rounds, but I have to credit this group right now.
If he takes a bunch of guys and fills it out with Corum, Brandon Cooks, and Mumfield, he has a Bills-Rams stack nobody has.
Kev, can you pull out the player pool for us here? We're up in two.
Got to memorize the player pool. Oh, my goodness. Kittle and Trevion Henderson both floating around, and Diggs. We need all three of these guys. Henderson's gone. I don't actually mind him being gone. If Kittle doesn't go, that's who we're taking right now. That one bonehead who's just drafting. You're right. I think that one guy is just trying to get to round 2 and win to $150. I think we got to take Kittle here. They are the hand has been forced. We're gonna go Kittle.
Same team we had.
And now we have
Diggs or Henry.
Diggs or Henry. Yeah, this is setting itself up already. This is building itself. Brock Purdy's part of our universe here. Ramondre, nowadays, everybody want to talk. They got something to say. But nothing comes out with a move of lips. But a bunch of
so now in the back of your head, also be thinking of a secondary NFC stack here.
Henry or Diggs,
guys.
The 49ers. We have Henry. We have Diggs.
We had Henry in the other one. I think go Diggs here. We need a wide receiver.
Go Diggy Smalls. Fine. Done. Now we got Hunter Henry. Will wait. He will not make it back to us, and that's fine. So we're continuing. New England. We got McCaffrey, Kittle, May, Diggs. So let's look for booty. Let's just get these names on our thing here. Who else is part of New England? Ramondre. Definitely need the Dre.
He's already tagged, and I like him next if he's available.
Yeah, he'll be our next pick if he's still there. Long shot.
You got
Also, we
Juwan
got
Jennings.
Juwan Jennings we want to highlight. Pearsall is not a lock button to even play at all. So he's a much lower priority kind of guy, but I'll just throw the highlight on him as well. And then I want to start to think about now what alternate stack can we add to this? Maybe on the NFC side?
Yeah, definitely on the NFC. I would say we've
wanna
done
do
Bears, so you can go
Packers?
Packers. You can do Packers if you want.
Bears, Seahawks.
Bears, Seahawks? It's too many. Let's focus down on fewer teams. We can do Bears.
Not too many.
We
or
got to get a
Packers.
little different because we've done this draft before, basically. So let's go Packers.
Okay. So I'll start to look for where the players from the Packers are. Yeah, here we go. Watson. Josh Jacobs is already gone. Wait.
That tool that a lot of guys use, that sidekick thing, I
Mm-hmm.
heard it's bringing a lot of people to the Packers, making them kind of chalky.
Ugh,
How
I
that
hate it.
work.
The best ball bro tool.
Yeah, that sidekick thing, I heard it just brings you to the Packers.
Oh.
I don't know if it's
No.
true, false.
Ramondre going hurts.
Over on the streets.
Ramondre just messed us up.
So
big
now we're
time.
going to go with the NFC teams and take like DeAndre Swift
Yeah.
and another NFC team, find another backdoor one.
Should we take Purdy and just build this San Francisco, Jennings and Purdy?
I go Swift.
Because I already have McCaffrey and Kittle.
There's a method behind the madness.
Hey, Ray's feeling Swift. Let's go Swift.
Swift.
All right, Swift.
We've committed. You committed by taking May. You committed to that QB stack on the AFC side. So we probably need running back for the NFC now because we didn't get one for the Pats.
Now, if we find one more NFC team to get in there, we'll have an NFC running back if they play the Patriots. We just got to find one more of them NFC teams.
You could go. Could go
Well, I have
Seattle's
Christian-
running back or
I have
Forum.
Christian McCaffrey here, so let's just play it that Christian McCaffrey gets there. We'll go Jennings.
Yeah.
And yeah, we built up. So we got McCaffrey, Kittle, Jennings,
I like
May,
it.
Diggs. Yeah, we can continue to build up. The San Francisco side of this because that has a running back
I
and a
would
tight end.
Burden or
Yes.
Loveland, I would say.
Yes, sir.
And Loveland even more so just because we need that tight end, I think, for the NFC. We didn't take Henry, so if we want them to pair up with the Pats, we need a tight end.
Yeah. All right, we'll go Loveland ahead of Burden. Unburdened.
Yeah, there goes Corum. Shoot, he would be the other guy. But if we wanted to build a skinny Ram stack, I think we got a good plan here.
I'm not in love with the skinny Rams anyway because wow, Purdy.
49ers.
Yeah, Purdy's still available, which is starting to get crazy.
We don't need them.
I know we don't, but actually that would allow us to pivot over to San Francisco as the primary stack driver.
But then we have no.
Yeah.
We have Stephon Diggs from the AFC right now. He's the only guy, so we.
Loveland went.
sailed.
Loveland.
Oh.
I think I'm taking Purdy here, and it allows us a secondary path.
Charbonnet still there?
Yeah, we just got a secondary path to the big show, and now we could go Booty on the other side of it. We could wait a little bit on the Booty pick, but
Do we start?
Charbonnet is there.
Let's
do we-
start. Let's put a star
Wait,
on them.
I don't have anything on Seattle though. That's like a whole different team.
We can get something after. We can take one of them bums like Shaheed or
That'd be like a Charbonnet Barner,
yeah,
and then you're
wow.
just kind of opening the door on the NFC side for your Patriots Super Bowl stack.
Exactly.
Um,
Charbonnet.
We're gonna wait on Booty one more round.
Yeah, I like going Charbs here.
Charbonnet. You see where I'm trying to go with this, Bobby?
And then I would tag up Barner if he's still available.
He's there.
And
I'm just trying-
tag up the Bears guys.
Yeah, Bears guys.
Now, keeping in mind that we'll need a tight end from the Bears if we want them to be a part of the Super Bowl matchup. So we need to draft Cole Kmet.
Lonely
We missed
Cole
Loveland.
Kmet. Kev, we were talking about this earlier. He
Yeah.
was lonely down there.
There
And,
goes Booty, by the way. Booty's down. Yeah, Komet's available with the absolute last pick.
Pop Douglas would be the other guy from the Patriots if you wanted to star one more.
I missed my booty. I want my booty back, booty back, booty back. Why'd they take him? AJ Barner, DJ Moore, and Roma Dunze. Again, I prefer a Dunze to DJ Moore. We got Manungai. So it looks we're kind of looking like a bit of a backdoor Chicago and Seattle.
Yeah, Barner's the most. He's the piece we need right here.
Yeah. Barner's our next pick. If this guy doesn't snake him from us. The RG5, he could fuck us. I know he might. That guy's sketchy as hell.
Hey, we're back.
All right, we got Barner here. Filled out another tight. You're right. That tight end spot really does make it important that you have to be thinking about making sure that you got a tight end scoring for you in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, is Cup still available? That's an interesting question, Tattoo.
Cup's still there.
Cooper Kupp?
He doesn't even get drafted.
Yeah, he's available at the very end.
That's interesting.
That's what we could do. Him or
sometimes because you mentioned it with Brandon. Oh, let me wait till we're.
Oh, they took Odunze from us.
Okay, DJ Moore is just fine.
DJ Moore's fine.
But yeah. But then we need to commit. We need to commit now because we're starting to get some pieces of the Bears. And we need a tight end.
What about Austin Hooper? Like that guy made us draft in the beginning. Last pick, Austin Hooper for the Patriots.
We could do that with the very last pick as well.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good call. Instead of going Komet, you go Hooper. I like Hooper more.
You like Hooper more than Komet?
Well, just for this stack. No, I don't like him more in general. I think Komet probably has more.
Yeah, I mean, Hooper's not winning us any tournaments. You know what I mean?
But this keeps the dream alive. If the Patriots make it, yeah.
Yeah, at least you're not sitting at a zero. Well, the Patriots. Let's not forget, the Patriots could be up against the 49ers here, and we have a beautiful everything covered.
Exactly.
Yeah. We're just looking at other alternate things to cover here, but like we're already covered if the Patriots play.
And we're covered if they play Seattle. And if you get
and we're kind of covered
if they play the Bears.
Yeah.
We did it with this one. It all came together.
This might be a pretty good overall draft.
Pretty Ricky if he's still there is really tempting though. How many picks we have left?
We have 2 picks left. We can get either tight end with the last pick. So I can take Ricky here next, and Ricky is a good luck charm for me.
Yeah, that's part of why. It's just kind of like
out of respect, all right, let's put him in there. I'm not 100% sure that Ricky Pearsall is playing at least in the first week. He has not practiced as of yet. So last pick, guys, Hooper or Cole Kmet? It's Hooper, right?
That's our last pick.
Yeah,
what do we
Hooper drives the boat. Hooper drives the boat. There it is.
There you go.
Peter Porker has spoken.
We grabbed Pearsall.
Yeah.
Because he dropped all the way down.
All right.
We got a bargain on Pearsall, so it was worth it.
But do we have enough to fill the Patriots if they made it without DeMar Douglas? Because we had everything else to fill a team with the Patriots if we had DeMar Douglas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Hooper, we need one of those 3 NFC teams to get there. So yes, as long as we get Hooper here, obviously you need one of those NFC teams to make it, but we'll definitely fill everything.
Let's take a look at this one, guys. Let's see how this one came together. Wait,
I really like that Seattle skinny stack late in the game there with Sharps and Barner. But let's take a look here.
So we had a Tongas if Kittle gets hurt. By the way, Tongas, could you see that guy getting it done? But McCaffrey, Kittle in round 3 is crazy. This is an insane bargain. And then we get Drake May and Stephon Diggs. So we have this really nice little starting, all kind of heavily favored Patriots team, and you got the sexy fantasy production of these 49ers players. Quickly, we got Swift in there, so we started to kind of build a secondary little Chicago, and then we go back to Jennings here and Purdy to complete the San Francisco stack. So if San Francisco gets there, just to be very kind of like open about Purdy, Jennings, McCaffrey, and Kittle, we've got a pretty whole group here from San Francisco. So San Francisco primary. Secondarily, we've got Drake May with Diggs and Austin Hooper. Okay, we didn't get Ramondre. The problem with our Patriots side is without a running back, we definitely need one of the running backs from these NFC teams, and we have a running back from all of the NFC teams that we took. So on Seattle, this is the beautiful little secondary. Charbonnet, Barner gets us a running back and a tight end. Would it have been nice to like maybe have a third Seattle piece? Yeah, probably.
My only disagreement with that is it should have been, instead of Purcell, it should have been Pop Douglas, Cooper Kupp, or Shaheed.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Kupp. I don't even think Shaheed's like a real player. So I don't. They don't barely play him. Right? They don't really play him that
Kupp
much.
certainly would have been my preferred of those.
Yeah,
three,
it should have been.
It would have been that, and then we would have been covered for all three of the NFC teams playing the Patriots 100%.
Yeah, but
we still are though. We still are, I think, right?
Pretty well covered, but with Cooper Kupp in there, it would have been heavier coverage, better coverage, right? I think that would have gotten us that Seattle sort of heavy coverage. Yeah, a return touchdown, Ivan Drago ain't winning anything. That's the problem.
Well,
Shaheed could do that, but like, you know what he need? You know what Shaheed would need to do to win you the whole thing? He needs to take the end around touchdown and get the 40-yard, get the bonus 40 yards, 4 plus the 6, get the 12, get the 13. Is that the dog scratching the floor?
No, I don't know what that is. My monitor's like making a weird noise.
No. I thought it was it sounded like the dog just like.
No, Nacho's chilling. He's right over there.
Nacho, yeah, there he is.
He's just chilling right there.
Yeah, he's being super calm for this. This is amazing. Impressive. 2.5 hours of Draftapalooza, guys. And what's amazing is the audience has not shrunken. It has grown. That means people love Zanni and Bobby. Wow, it can't be me. I'm here every day. You want to do one more, guys?
I probably got to hop, but
I'm in the
you
zone.
guys should do one more if you're in the zone.
All right, Ray Zanni, let's do one more.
One more week, yeah. Let's roll.
Yeah, we're gonna do
good
one
stuff,
more.
fellas. Thanks for having me on. That was fun.
This
Good
is
talking with you, Bobby. That was awesome, man.
yeah.
See you
This
guys.
is a classic palooza here. Wait, let me adjust the media assets here. I'm going to do the production work for a second, and let's see if we can't get our 2-man going. Here it is. Wait, no, it's 1-man.
I'll just watch.
Oh, there you are. Yeah,
Hey.
see? There it is. I can do it. All right. Let's do one more, Ray. This has been a lot of fun, and what I like is, these are real drafts that we're going to see how they do in the end, right? Like, we'll know. By the way, for those of you guys watching, stick to. Well, first ignore the scratching sound. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on over here. It's like my processor in the back. I don't know if my computer's about to blow up. I don't know what the hell's going on, man.
The computer fan is going nuts there. But more importantly, for those of you guys watching, if you're going to do these, I get a lot of questions in the chat, Ray Zanni, about like, all right, well, Kev, what should I, if I'm only going to do 10 lineups, should I really like focus a couple of teams and try to make a few different versions of it? And I say no. What I want you to do is make as many lineups as you can physically make. I prefer doing the less expensive contest for this, because if you hit it right, you can win this whole thing. So yeah, hitting it right, you can win the whole damn thing. And it's just about these combinations. So that's why I'm sticking with this $3 thing. I don't mind. A lot of these drafts are going bad. Like the draft is completely spoiled 5 seconds in. Who cares? $3 entry. Build another one or pivot to something crazy. And Ray, let's keep that in mind as we do this one. Like, shit gets weird. Let's just pivot to like 2 of these teams that you could build a full stack of late. We'll just pivot to Packers and Houston or something like that, where you could just get everybody. And all right, we didn't get our guys at the beginning, so let's do it. We're picking from the 3 hole here.
I think I fixed it. Can you still hear the bad sound?
You see? No, it seems to be gone away. Was that like was it the fan just being nuts?
The fan just going nuts. Like my computer was about to. I don't know what the heck was going on.
No, I feel that. My computer here too. It goes crazy. It makes the noise.
It's the Rhode Island accent, John. You can tell
you got a fan of the accent, my guy. John, yeah. The heavy Rhode Island.
You want to do it for Peter Parker? You want to try pulling off a Seahawks Broncos build? See what we can do.
Oh man, that is just so gross.
It is.
I don't even think it's possible. We could try it, but I'm
What
telling
about-
you right now, there's no version of Seahawks Broncos that gets past round one. You can't get enough studs in there.
What about if you do like Ajay Harvey, Troy Franklin, JSN, Kenneth Walker? No quarterbacks, and then you do the running backs and quarterbacks from other teams, you think?
No, because you still got to get there. You still have to get
Get
in
there.
with one of the quarterbacks. The idea of that is both of those teams, like one of those teams makes the Super Bowl, or both of them make it, or else why would you even draft that? All right, so Puka goes first. Yeah, and I don't mind taking JSN here and doing another Seattle approach. But McCaffrey goes. So we're in Josh Allen, JSN, Barkley. You take Barkley here, we're building a super Eagle stack. If we take Allen, we're hoping for Cook to drop. And if we take JSN, we could do that Seattle craziness.
We haven't done a Barkley stack yet, have we? We haven't done a Barkley.
No, I have not done with you in this. All right. So
let's see where it leads us.
All right. We take Barkley first. Where is this going to lead us? I'm going to tell you right now. Now we're hoping to get A.J. Brown or Jalen Hurts with the second pick. And if we get Hurts, we're hoping if we get Brown, we're hoping for Hurts. Third, we're hoping if we're building Eagles, we're taking every Eagle.
God is important with this. Yeah.
You want to build like with an Eagles build, there's the possibility of getting every relevant player from the Eagles on this team. So let's see how it goes. Sometimes they screw it and sometimes they don't. So a lot of will depend on what happens right here and then the Allen thing as well. So if somebody here takes James Cook, I've already seen the first two rounds enough to kind of feel I already know what's going on. All right, this guy takes Cook. And so that throws this guy. He takes Stafford. Now, this guy doesn't know what to do. And he's the first one that could fuck us with A.J. Brown. Right? Because he didn't know what to do. Allen's gone. James Cook is gone. What am I doing? And he goes Jackson Smith and Jigba, which leaves us.
That's wild.
A.J. Brown. There we go.
What do we want? Hurts. Hurts isn't going to make it back to us, is he?
Yes, he should make it back. So
All right.
Let's see. Hurts should make it back because we need Hurts to make it back or a perfect world. But even if he doesn't, whatevs. We take Devontae Smith and then we build our quarterback on the other side.
All right.
So, but if Hurts gets there, amazing. Right? So now McCaffrey guy, he's going to take George Kittle. Puka, this guy is going to take Kyron Williams. And then what does he do second? And then what does this guy do? And that's where the Hurts or he just timed out. All right, he just timed out. And Heather, are you in the chat? Darling, what are you doing? ETN and McCaffrey, that is not a great start. Actually, she could save it by taking Kittle on the way back. I'm calling it.
Take Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. She'll take Lawrence. Let's see if this guy doesn't know what to do either. Chris Mack got Army. What's up, Chris Mack? So he's got Puka and Kyron. Now what? Right? Where you go with it? It's going to time out. Don't do it. Nico Collins. I actually like that pick as well for you. That was good. Oh, yeah. So now Heather Lynn needs to take George Kittle, which will leave us Jalen Hurts. Heather Lynn, that's what's up. Just time out and let it take George Kittle for you. It's fine. I don't think she's there anymore. I think this is an auto draft. Yeah, and it took Kittle, so we get Hurts. So here's the other benefit, Ray. Now that we've got Hurts, Barkley, and A.J. Brown, we've effectively wiped out anybody else who's actually paying attention to the draft. It seems we might have two auto drafters here. But anybody who's actually paying attention to this draft, they're not building an Eagles stack. The Eagles players are mostly gone. So they are more likely to ignore these players. All right, so let's just kind of talk this through as people are drafting. First of all, A-Train Boston now has one-off pieces from three completely different teams. That just made it weird. Our guy, the Nuts, who is a sharp drafter, he takes Diggs, and then
But Dave and A-Train are competing with each other.
Yeah. These guys are road raging right now, and the Nuts is about to slam on the brakes in front of Hood Fave and bait him into a rear end collision with their fight over Patriots players. Isn't it appropriate that it's the New Englander? It's the chasing New England is where the road rage is happening. Isn't that appropriate, Ray?
It is. It's the truth. It's the truth. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, they're freaking road raging in New England. What are you guys doing?
It's friendly road rage around here, though.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, buddy.
It's almost kind of like a sport.
I saw a really funny road rage video the other day. We're getting Devontae. We're gonna try for Goddard. Oh, give me that.
Get Goddard first to fill that tight end spot.
You think Goddard more? I will. Oh yeah, maybe that might actually be the sharper move.
Yeah,
because Devontae, who's going to take him?
Yes,
yeah.
Make sure we got him.
The tight end is more important.
You might want him for a one-off.
I saw a road rage incident, Ray, where I was watching this video, and this guy gets out of his car, and he's like running up to road rage at the other guy, and he's like, "Oh, what did he say? I'll punch you in the dick," and he just starts yelling like, "I'll punch your dick," and the other guy's like, "That sounds kind of gay," and the other one's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, that was kind of," and then they just laughed and walked back. I was like, "That's how you end a road rage.
That's how you handle a road rage incident."
Yeah, it's like, "Bro, you sound kind of gay," and he was like, "What? Punch your dick," and then he was like, "You know what? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that ended the road rage."
That was it. A good laugh. Pull a joint after you're good to go. We got Devonta on this too. We're fully committed.
Bam!
Want to do it?
Eagles.
We are fully committed. We got the whole team. Now we just got to take all AFC. Now we got to find like 2 AFC teams to stack against them.
Hold on. In honor of the Eagles, I got a little something. For the Eagles fans. Gargano, Eagles, the face of the Eagles, right there. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I still can't get over how cool that opening video was.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good, man.
Well, credit to Brady for putting together the video and audio. Brady put that whole one together for us.
Who does the song? Somebody actually sings that?
No. Those are all AI generated. It's amazing what you could do with a computer right now.
Wow, that's wild.
All right, we need to think. Secondary team. We've got everything on the Eagles on our team already.
We got to find some AFC teams. Let's do a backdoor.
How about Denver? We could do Parker Washington, PJ Washington. So a little bit of you know what? Should we go Denver?
We want a team that one of their running backs is still there too. We can do Denver.
RJ Harvey?
RJ Harvey's gone, right? Yeah, RJ Harvey's way gone. Bo Nix. You want to do Bo Nix?
Seattle. Woody Marks, Houston. We could do.
I want to get Woody Marks. I didn't want to say his name though. Draft him. We're gonna go. As we jumped.
A little soon. It's a little soon.
We were under pressure. It's all right.
Yeah, it might be too soon because I like this opening with Hurts. We've got a full team worth of players.
Another one of the Houston teams. We got enough to fill a team. Then we got to find another AFC team to go with it, like 2 other guys from an AFC team because we're straight on the Philly side. Yeah,
I think Washington and Thomas will be gone, so we can forget about that. I think it's Denver. Denver and Houston. So like we can get Troy Franklin on Denver.
We can get Ladd and Omari and Hampton.
Oof.
I know it's gross. What if they beat the Patriots? What if?
That noise is crazy.
I know it's coming back. I don't know what's
going on the
last one.
What I can't understand is why it's audible. It's like so audible. It sounds like it should be the dog just scraping away at something.
No, it's not. It's my monitor has the modem in the back, and I don't know why the hell it's doing this.
All right, so I can go Parker Washington, but there's really nothing left from that team. We can go Troy Franklin.
What if we do Omari and Hampton and Quentin Johnston?
All right, so let's see. Omari.
Well, we have 2 seconds.
He's already gone. Omar. Oh wait, we got him. All right, Omari and Hampton. So we could probably get Ladd. These guys are gone already? Yeah, no, even Ladd McConkey's still available. We could build a little skinny Chargers.
Little skinny Chargers.
By the way, all these stacks can actually be quote unquote skinnies because we really only need 2 pieces from an AFC team.
We can do skinnies. We got 2 of the San Diego guys, 2 of the Houston guys, and then we can even take 2 of the Steeler guys. In case. We just got to find another quarterback though, maybe.
People are off of Hampton. I guess he hasn't been practicing. And there is a reasonable chance that he might not even play.
And then what happens?
Kamani Vidal will get in there, and yeah.
All of a sudden, Vidal breaks the slate, and nobody has him.
Actually, we need to be thinking about that. But yeah, I don't like their chances. I don't like their chances of winning their game at all.
I'm starting to.
I don't know. You're all right.
I'm
You're a
not
healthy
a
skeptic.
hater. I'm in tuned around here. I'm telling you, I'm starting to get a little feeling about these Chargers.
When the New Englanders get a little too excited,
that's what happens.
Disappointment is around the corner.
The guys on the radio, they're excited. The fans are excited. People are talking, comparing him to Tom Brady. Just pump your brakes a little bit. Let's let Drake May win his MVP or his first playoff game first.
He does give though. I hate to say it, as not a fan of any particular team, I don't care. I will say, yeah, he's no joke.
He's no joke.
Yeah, Drake May is him. It's poise. It's he plays confident. I wish the Jets had him.
We got to pick Guy Kev.
Yeah.
I wish.
All right, so let's see here. Parker Washington just randomly hanging around, but I can't build any kind of stack with that team.
Unless we take Byshell Tootin. Nobody takes Byshell Tootin. We take Tootin in the last round.
Tootin.
Or we can draft. Let's get crazy. Take Parker Washington. You keep going to him. Take him.
I do love Parker Washington, and he's a guy who can help us cross a couple of.
Look, we got the 3 AFC teams from all different games that they're not playing each other. Who knows? Maybe one of these teams will come out. We got the Chargers, we got the Jaguars, and we got Houston.
All right, so let me go through this player group here and look for more players from those teams.
Buy Sean Tootin on there, throw Jaden Higgins back, throw Dalton Schultz back on there.
We got Higgins.
They're all witches in Rhode Island, Dixon. Stay away from the Rhode Island girls. They're bad news.
Oh.
Some of the most beautiful girls in the country, but they're bad news.
You know what? That's better than if they were a bunch of non-good-looking bad news.
Yeah. No, we have.
I have a saying. There's a certain level of attractiveness where you're like, yeah, I'd ruin my life for that one. You know what I mean? Like, it's worth the negatives
for it.
But they have to be, like a real, a real 9, like a real world 9. You know what I mean? Like, all right.
We do have some of the most beautiful girls in the country. Yeah.
What's the predominant ethnicity in Rhode Island? There's a lot of Italians, Irish. What is the ethnicity over there?
Italian, Irish, Hispanic. Tattoo, whenever you're in Rhode Island, brother, you're more than welcome to come here. Dot nights every Wednesday night.
I could see Tattoo coming by for toss some darts. I could see that. We got some Chargers pieces, so I'm going to highlight Gadsden here. I think we were going to be on the clock. Oh, we're on the clock again. Oh, my God, it's happening so fast. Hold on. Darnold, no. Pearsall, no. Herbert, no. Should I get Herbert and just complete this? Yeah.
What was Stroud? Is Stroud there?
No, he's gone.
Herbert.
Yeah, I'm going to take Herbert, secondary quarterback, because we have Ladd McConkey, we have Herbert now, and Omarion Hampton. So I think with the last piece, I could take Gadsden, the tight end.
We only have one more pick left.
Yeah, Gadsden from that team seems to make sense because somehow I wound up building a Chargers.
You got Hugh. You got Higgins in there.
Yeah. We got the pieces. We got Higgins and Woody Marks, so we got a little skinny.
Good.
Yeah, this is not bad.
I shall Tootin.
You think Tootin?
Yep. And then you'll see the whole story when it's all together.
Downside of Tootin is the guy don't even play, but all right.
He scored a touchdown last week.
Yeah, he'll get in there.
Just like you said, somebody could get hurt. God forbid.
This is a crazy draft-a-palooza. 3 hours of best ball action, all 3 hours with Ray Zanni. How do you like that? Where else do you get that but the DFS Army YouTube?
Told you, I'm always ready, Kev. Anytime you need me on here.
Oh, you don't even know. Our off season is going to be heavily best ball content based. So we're going to be doing a lot of this in the off season. Don't get me wrong, guys who are watching. We're going to be doing a lot of this in the off season. So make sure you're subscribed and all that good stuff. We got to keep football action going year round, Ray. It does not end. Got our playoff action happening now.
Last year they entered the best board. I'm sorry, Kev. Last year they did the best board draft in the middle of the Super Bowl. They released it.
Yeah.
First
Yeah, they already started doing those so Underdog does a whole slew of before the actual NFL draft best ball contests, which is crazy, but I'm actually quite up on draft stuff because of my affinity for Dynasty, so I know the names of the players that are coming out, right? So advantages can be had, right? And they do a whole slew of that. We can keep that going all year long. Wait, do we have another pick? I feel like it ended. Okay, it did end. All right, let's take a look at the draft board here. So we got Chris Mack and the Nuts that were both in this draft with us. And of course, Heather Lynn. What's up, Heather Lynn? But she's not here. That's just a person who drafted crazy. And I actually just want to look at her draft because it seemed to be insane. But let's start with Chris Mack. Chris Mack in the chat, maybe. I didn't see him in the actual chat, but I see the DFS Army avatar there. So, Puka Kyron, Nico Collins, Cortland Sutton. So it kind of one off. Puka Kyron, Denver, Chicago, Houston, Denver. So backdoor Denver with early help from Puka and Kyron. I like this. I actually like this draft. So all these Denver pieces, the full Denver team, but supplemented by some studs like Puka, Kyron, Nico, Swift, Loveland, Schultz, some of these studs that are going to be playing in round one, hopefully trying to get through the first round here. Heather Lynn, McCaffrey, George Kittle. I think these were auto picks, a lot of them.
No, she came back to life because she pulled off the Brock Purdy right there.
Oh, yeah. You know what? She ended up doing a pretty hefty San Francisco Jacksonville stack. Actually, this did not go off the rails. You're right. Look at that.
She pulled it off, and then even is that BTJ on the Purdy?
Yeah, got a strong Jacksonville stack and a strong San Francisco stack. Let's see, kind of towards the end here, one off Metcalf, then Charbonnet, one off Tet McMillan, a couple of one-offs, a bunch of one-offs from Seattle or from Pittsburgh as well. So if Pittsburgh gets 2 games, she's going to be looking really good. All right, so here's what we did. Started with Saquon Barkley and then just went we have the entire. I love this draft, by the way. I love it when we get it. What's that?
Philly gets there. We got 3 bullets against them with good players. This is a good squad we just did.
Philly all playing, every guy playing every single game. As long as the Eagles are in it, right? They're all there. Then we get a bunch of these kind of one-off plays. We got a little Woody Marks, like a 2-piece with Marks and Jaden Higgins. We got a little 2-piece going here with Omar. We got a 3-piece with Hampton, McConkey, Herbert, and then another little 2-piece of Parker Washington and Basil Tootin. So effectively, what we did here, Ray, was build a really nice Eagles with 3 AFC possibilities to combo it up with. None of the AFC possibilities are the heavy favorites, so none of them are the Patriots or the Broncos, but we got all the other teams that are kind of reasonable, or a bunch of the other kind of semi-reasonable teams to get there.
Somehow this team got it, and it was Philly. We'd have 7 guys in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, Poop Sammy wants to do one more. Ugh. I'm not sure. I need to drink. I need to energize. The Nuts. Actually, the Nuts was in here with us too. I already know A-Train Boston. This is going to be sketchy because 3 quarterbacks. That just seems like a lot of quarterbacks. Did he take them late? Yeah, he took them late, which is fine. Actually, no, this is okay. I'm not going to analyze it because he's not in the room. But the Nuts. So he was the one road raging with, with this guy here. So he takes Adams and Stafford. And then he's like, all right, I'm going to start a New England. He was actually sniping New England pieces from this guy.
All three of these guys were going back and forth because this dude's got Trevion Henderson right
Henderson, then Diggs, then Hunter, and then Stevenson. So he doubles up. And this guy's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing anymore. The nuts. So then he takes Dalton Kincaid, who really was not connected to anything. But Blake Corum, I like that pick a little bit more. Blake Corum completes the Adams, Stafford, Corum, and actually that combination will be highly owned. I've wound up on that quite a few times, or either that side or the other side of it with Kyron. So I think this will be highly owned. Then Parkinson to beef up the Rams stack, and then he goes back to Booty with Diggs. So he actually controls all the pass catchers or the primary pass catchers for New England with the late Booty pick. Higbee back to the Rams. Gainwell one off. Then QJ, Cooks, and Tyler Johnson, all kind of like, I'm going to call those kind of like one-offs to help you get there. So good build as well. The nuts, not too bad.
There's some good drafters in that draft.
Yeah, a lot of our guys in there too. And, I will say this, Ray, I've done a bunch of these now. And what I have not seen is I have not seen the, I love the idea of the marathon. I just can't. I was like, man, if I can get some other Army hosts in here to like, but I just wasn't able to put it out there. We'll do one more. Fuck it, one more.
One more.
Greg, you're hanging out.
One more.
Mortgages can wait. What's going on with the mortgage world?
Rates came down a little bit. That was pretty cool.
People buying houses?
Not really.
No.
Not in Rhode Island, anyways. It's expensive. Got a couple of refis in. I threw an FHA at 5.5 the other day.
There it is. That sounds good. Until I tell you that I'm paying 2.8%, motherfucker.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'll have my house paid off. I'm not far at all from having this thing fully paid off. I did a 15-year, maybe 10 years ago.
That was a glorious time when we were throwing out 2.875s, 3 1/4.
Oh, ridiculous.
It was insane, dude, a couple of years ago when that was going on.
Donnie T just passed, or I think he just passed a new rule that disallows large institutions from buying single-family homes as investment properties.
I seen something about that.
Yeah, people don't understand what an important and very, very wonderful thing that is.
That's huge.
Yeah, it should bring. It's not in the Northeast. We exist in the Northeast, and you don't really have like home builders building a lot of houses around here or renting them out. But I think that goes on a lot in the South and the Midwest and other places that aren't here. I think that's a big part of like what goes on in housing outside of the Northeast.
Here's them on BlackRock or one of them companies coming up, swooping out all the single families.
Yeah.
That's what rose these prices up over here. Rhode Island's ridiculously priced right now.
Yeah,
we got a lot of people from your way coming here, Kev, from New York, down to Rhode Island.
It's expensive here too. Everybody's going to leave it. Like New York is having some troubles. New York City got a really crazy dude in there at mayor, and I don't think it's going to lead to good things.
I met a kid, right, and he was from New York. He worked remotely, and he wanted to buy a house in Rhode Island. So long story short, I hooked up with him. I was like, dude, why are you moving from New York to Rhode Island buying this $500,000 house? You really going to live there? Like, what's going on? He goes, Ray, for $500,000, I can't even get a condo near where I work, a one bedroom.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to come here, buy this house here, and then sleep in my boy's house when I go to one of my friend's houses when I got to go to work here and there 2 days a week.
It's ridiculous. Work from home is lovely.
Same thing with I did a loan for a bunch of Boston firefighters. They sold their house in Boston, moved down to Providence, collected the money, and then 3 days on, 4 days off. They just go sleep at the station when they got to be there. All right, what are we doing here, Kev?
We're on the clock. We did a JSN one already. Adams and Stafford. We've pulled that.
We got a Cook one.
We've done well. I don't want to do Cook without Josh Allen. So I think we're going back to Drake May here. Let's go back to this Patriots approach, and maybe let's try to do a better one with the Patriots here. So you take Patriots in round one, Drake May, and let's see what happens from there. But
let's mirror that Philly draft we just did. Let's get the Patriot. Let's get May, Henderson, Booty, Diggs, and Henry.
See if we can get them all.
Let's try mirroring that same thing just on the AFC side, and we'll fill it up with two guys from the NFC.
Until we go to war with Nate Colts over here, and we have to brake check him a couple times.
No road rage.
All right, so who do we do on the second pick?
Trevion
You think go right down to Henderson, even jump the shit out of ADP and just do it?
Then we'll take Diggs and Henry on the next one. It's the last one, Kev. It's Draftapalooza. Let's live a little bit.
All right, Draftapalooza, guys. We're getting crazy.
Let's live a little bit. We've been here for 3 hours. We get to do something crazy quick.
Yeah. All right, we're going Trevion, so we're just going aggressive. Patriots. Although Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then we might be able to.
Jackson's still there.
Yeah, I think let's do it.
Our pick? Oh shit! Yeah, maybe take Jackson Smith.
Yeah, let's go JSN, and then we'll backdoor with Seattle, but we'll try to get Trev and Diggs. I'm not that upset with missing Henderson because I think Ramondre is just as good at this point.
Me too. I just didn't want to say it.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're right. Listen. You got to take credit. You called that shit in the preseason. You said, Kevin, do not sleep on Ramondre. They're not giving up on him. And I was like, no, why the fuck would you take a running back that high? And then Ramondre's fumbling every week. And I'm like, Ray, you see, you thought it, but they're going to bench this guy. I was thinking it. I didn't say it, but I was like, man, there's no way. He's fumbling. He's bumbling. He's stumbling. And then what happens, of course? Nope. They kept going back to him.
They paid him too much money.
Yeah, there's Trevion Henderson. So the Puka guy, the Rams guy at the end says, I'm going to fight you, sir. And lifts up there's one of these. All right, there.
If we're committing to the Patriots here, I got a plan.
We're committing. We're committed.
We're committed.
Unless one of these clowns takes a Patriot player, we're good. It's Hunter Henry Diggs or Diggs and then Henry. Well,
we need Diggs, honest. We don't need Diggs.
Yeah,
we need Henry and Ramondre on these two picks.
Hunter Henry, that's the more important of the two. And then we're going to get Ramondre on the comeback.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what? I'm super with this too. I don't even think Diggs is that important of a piece. It's much more important to get the running back and the tight end.
The tight end, especially on this one, the tight end is an actual position. Stick Ramondre.
Now, all right. So now we've built, and now we're gonna queue up Booty as well.
We're gonna queue up Booty and Pop Douglas. We're gonna mirror that exact Philly team that we did.
Yeah, and these guys we're gonna take late though. We don't have to structure them now. So the secondarily, what we should be looking at are pieces from Seattle.
We need a Seattle running back, and then we do the same thing we did with two other NFC teams. We take like a Swift and a Moore too. Gosh, even so good. Chill out. We gotta do like a Swift and a Moore.
Yeah.
Along with the Seattle guys, same thing we did with the last draft. Just two pieces from each one. We'll have the 6 Patriots.
Yeah, the Seattle pieces, we'll get them a little later. So I've got Walker, Charbonnet, Barner. Even, you know what? I'll queue up Cooper Kupp as well. Possible last pick in the draft, but we're coming up. And so what we need to do now is grab some players that will help us get past round 1.
NFC teams, DeAndre Swift.
Okay, here we go. We're going Swift. That means we're going to build a little bit around the Bears, which are readily available. We could have chosen the Packers as well, but Bears are really good. Packers, if we went with Packers, we could have gone Josh Jacobs there. By the way, I wouldn't have minded that either. That would have been a really interesting alternate way to build this.
I'll take Kenneth Walker next.
Yeah, Kenny Walker. We're just balancing players that we are not going to play week 1 with guys that will play.
Yep. That's all we need from Seattle is them 2 guys because we're going to have the Patriots to fill out the rest of the team. Same thing we do like what we did with the Philly draft in the last one.
But we are open to A.J. Barner late to beef it up if we need. Now, let's look at also players from Chicago, like unburdened by what has been, possibly, and Loveland.
Loveland, yep, put them start.
Let's see. Burden, Loveland, Charbonnet. Check off Caleb here.
And Donald, check him too.
Oh, yeah, Samwise. Wow, Christian Watson is lasting really long. can actually just bounce Watson off as well, although it's not what we built. Or can just go.
It's not a bad one-off for Watson.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad one-off as well. And all right, doesn't matter which one gets past round one, but
This guy took Caleb. Make sure we keep an eye on Sam Donald. We're not going to have another quarterback unless we're just sticking with one.
Well, May is enough.
All right. We're committed.
Watson here or Loveland Burden?
I say Loveland.
Watson went anyway, so we have no choice.
Loveland.
Go to Loveland. So now we're pretty committed to the secondary Bears situation, but I do need another wide receiver scoring for us. And we have a bunch of options here between Burden. Where's Odunze? Oh, Odunze. Yeah, he's available late. More available late. Okay.
I don't know about Odunze Dixon. I've been taking DJ Moore over him because I have no idea.
No, they got rid of the Q tag. He's back and he's full health, and you just gotta all systems go on Odunze right now. All right, let's see what we got here in our thing. It's pick 44. We can go Keyshawn Booty here, or Burden, or Darnold. Let's go Burden and continue that Patriots thing for a minute, and we'll get Booty on the next pick. Hopefully, maybe I should have gone the other way. Do I believe that Odunze is healthy? Yeah. I mean, they took off the Q tag, so why not? The scraping sound. I want to just fill it with speaking.
Yeah. Once I turn off the computer and give it a break, I hope I don't even know if I need a new computer.
Blow off on get the blower going. It's not that intense. Luckily, I don't wear headphones, so I just kind of hear it like anybody.
It stopped and then it was going again.
Yeah. So we have a whole pile of players here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 picks left. Let's see. Our team, Patriots. We got 1, 2, 3. Only 3 pieces so far from the Patriots.
Yeah, we're gonna take the 2 wide receivers.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're gonna end up with 5. We need Booty.
Well, I don't know if we're gonna get him.
Guys, for me and Rhode Island, if you're in there, please don't take Booty.
Yeah. Take Woody Marks. Take someone else.
Take anybody. There's no Booty. Let us figure this out for an example.
Who just went? Troy Franklin. So we got a somebody. Let's see if there's anybody who's threatening us here with Patriots. No. I think no Patriots on this guy's team. So the only other person who took Patriots players was this guy at the beginning, and is the guy. Seminole fan doesn't have any Patriots players on his team.
We're good. We're getting Booty.
All right. It's booty time.
Booty time.
Booty time. All right. So now we've got May, Booty, Stevenson, Henry. 4-man stack. On the Seattle side, we've got Jackson Smith and Jigba and Kenny Walker. Not playing week 1. Just those 2. Then we've got Loveland and Swift going for Chicago, which means we want to keep going with these Seattle and Chicago players.
What do we got? 3 more picks?
Yeah, we have 3 more picks. And
you want to give them something? Let's take Demario Douglas.
Let's wait. He's available the last pick. We don't need to take him now.
I want to take 2 Carolina guys right here.
Carolina?
I want to take 2 of them. I want to take Chubba Hubbard and Ted McMillan.
Wait, Tetaroa is available?
Yep. Is he available?
No.
Sure. Oh, he goes to the last round on Underdog.
Yeah, it looks like he went. Wait. He just went right before our pick. Yeah, he's gone.
They gave us Jordan Love. Did they give us Jordan Love?
No, we got Roma Dunze in that one.
We got Roma Dunze.
Yeah, continue the Chicago stack. Why not? We got Loveland Burden, and Odunze now.
I wanted to get Rico Dodwell and Ted McMillan in there. If they win, great. We move on to the next round. If they lose, we got Seattle coming in for reinforcements in the second round.
Yeah, we could do that with Dowdle. We can't get. I think Dowdle's better than Hubbard. It's weird that Hubbard's going ahead of him, though. Very weird. But to me, Dowdle's a better player than Hubbard. I don't understand this. Why they have this ranked this way? It makes no sense.
It's totally different on Underdog. I was telling you earlier, it's like a 15-point difference.
As it should be. Dowdle's gotten 13.3 on average. Chuba's at 8.4. It's not even close. We do want to get past week 1, but I like so we got Douglas still on the queue, Cooper Kupp and AJ Barner.
How many picks we got left? 2 or 3?
2 picks left.
Oh,
we're on the clock. I think it's AJ Barner time. Just fill out that.
All right, AJ Barner.
Yeah, we're going to strengthen up that one stack. And then I think the last pick probably should be DeMario.
DeMario or Rico Dodwell.
Dowdle for the help.
Or Jalen Coker. A 1 game off, and then our Seattle guys come in. We need something to hold the fort, Kev, until the Seattle guys come in the second round.
Quentin Johnston, Gadsden. We have a lot of that. Kenny Gainwell could help us get past round 1.
We want an NFC guy.
NFC would be yeah. That's right. So, you want to go Dowdle?
I don't mind Dowdle.
Yeah, you know what? What if Carolina beats the Rams? Oof.
What if?
Man, that is a long shot.
What if?
I guess you never know.
Is this our last pick?
Yeah, last pick.
We got to get to Mario Douglas, right?
How about Kamani Vidal for the injury fill-in? No, we don't have anybody else from that team. Let's go Dowdle. We'll just put in a random running back that I would say if the Panthers are winning that game, it's because Dowdle went crazy.
That's it.
All right. Last draft of Thursday Draft-a-Palooza. There's Chris Mack. Wait, is that Mac 412 or the Chris Mack from the previous draft? Oh yeah, Chris Mack is he's just power drafting. I don't even know if he knew he was up against us in that last draft. That's wild. I love it though that you're up to 59. Keep them going, brother. Do as many as you can. I need to be streaming in order to focus my mind on this shit. I love it. Music City Mike, my guy. All right, so let's take a look at this draft here. And we got Drake May, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, fucking stud. Hunter Henry. We probably should have gotten Darnold, you're right, because this could have gone a different way. We could have actually allowed for this draft to also be like a Seattle super stack. But we got Drake May, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Hunter Henry, Ramondre. So we built a nice, and Booty. So we built a nice little Patriots starting point. Only one quarterback though. Danger. Probably should. You're right. I should have taken Darnold at some point. Sure. We got Jackson Smith and Jigba and Walker for Seattle. So a skinny mini Seattle, and then I added in AJ Barner. Very nice. Okay, but we didn't put too much power into that. Then we built another small Chicago stack with Loveland, Burden, and Odunze. So if Chicago can win a game.
And Swift, Kev. Don't forget about Swift.
Yeah. Oh, and Swift. So a 4-person Chicago. So Chicago Patriots, we're golden. Seattle Patriots, we're looking really good as well. And some pieces to help us get through with Dowdle and a couple of one-offs with Dowdle. And really, that's it, right? That was the only one-off, Dowdle. That's not directly tied to one of these 3 teams. So I like it.
If Carolina goes, we might be doing. If it's Carolina Patriots, we might win the whole thing.
Yeah, I like it. This is really, Carolina and Patriots could match up. I don't expect Carolina to win anything, but you never know.
You never know.
All right, Ray. This was awesome. I gotta end it here. At this point, I need to work out. 3 hours and 13 minutes of Draft-a-Palooza. Let's go. Guys, for everybody who hung out, don't forget tomorrow, Friday. I don't want to say tomorrow. I don't know when you're watching this, but Friday at 5 o'clock, we got tournament tactics going. We're going to break down the entirety of the DFS weekend action. We're going to look at all the different slates, Separately, we're looking at the 2s, the 3s, the 6ers, all that good stuff. So, and don't forget, here on the channel, I've already done my first look DraftKings video breaking down some of the weekend action. Although, again, first look, you got to be here for Tournament Tactics, where we bring it all together. Bobby Wow Burns and Joe Zanni, the MILF Slayer himself, all going to be here. So make sure to check that out as well. Ray, if people want to find you, where can they find you on Twitter or
I'm
the
on
X?
Twitter, RAZ3113 on X.
RAZ3113 on X, guys. If you need help,
RAZ3113.
there it is on X. And if you need help with
Need
a mortgage,
You need a mortgage.
call Ray, especially if you're in Rhode Island. But
Rhode
also,
Island, Mass, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Florida.
oh shit, the whole area. So a wide zone and a friendly accent from Ray Zanni, as well as help with any kind of best ball action. Ray is a underdog specialist, having taken down the 200K top prize for the puppy, and again, had an amazing season this year. You're obviously very good at it, Ray, so keep that up. And really great having you on today and help me out with these drafts. Let's see. Hopefully one of these will take it all down. I'm going to still got a bunch to go. I'm going to think about if we're going to do another Draftapalooza tomorrow. But if we are, it will happen at noon. So stick around, check it out, like, subscribe, notification, and best of luck this weekend, and best of luck in the best ball playoffs streets, guys. Good luck, everyone.
This was awesome. Thanks, Steph.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you.